Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 38. This will be your Street Fighter V Top 8. I am Mr. Mustopheles, joined by...
Sankola, people, and we're here with the gift that keeps on giving. It's Street Fighter V, as my man just said, Top 8, and I'm ready. I'm ready to see some more action. As you guys know, we are in the middle of our own circuit. You know, the CPT may have passed, but we are in that WNF times HyperX circuit that we got going on. And people are fighting for the points, as you guys can see on the screen. First place, we're going to get that Cloud 2 wireless, the Alloy Origins keyboard, Pulse Fire Haste, and the Quadcast S RGB. Second and third and fourth place will only get the Cloud 2 wireless, but still, good loot. But you definitely want that first place, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You know, as we've seen over the past several years, HyperX supports us with incredible equipment throughout our events, whether it's CPT, whether it's smaller grassroots stuff, but definitely check that out. And of course, we do also have the match Reno tonight. Right now it's sitting at $71, but the code for the match Reno to add an extra 50 cents is going to be WNF2020SFV, and that is for free. All you do is put in that code, and that donates an extra 50 cents to the prize pool. But if you do have a little bit of extra money and you're feeling very generous, you know, this is the month to feel like giving out, you know, a little bit of extra something for the players. Any little bit helps, guys. They really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And it helps you guys out, too. You get better matches in the long run.
Yeah, you know, it's a gift that keeps on giving. As we're going to give you the bracket up in here, I'll give you guys take a look at the bracket. In the winner side, we have Pink coming back with Mataoja. They're going to be fighting off in the winner side. And also Luigi versus Stupendous. In the loser side, going to be Alex Myers versus Mario. And the NovaSpec versus ChrisCCH. So you got some good matches, good variety, and good players. As my man said, you give that match a Reno, you know, it's the holiday season, baby. You give it to the match, we're going to give you some good matches. We'll give you some good matches right now. Pink versus Mataoja on the deck. Let's get it. Top 8, Wednesday Night Fights, Street Fighter V. We alive, baby. Let's get it. I can't wait to jump in. I can't wait to see how Pink is going to play Mataoja, because they haven't fought in a while. It's been some time. It's been a while, you know, since they've kind of tussled and rustled, you know, a little bit. So I can't wait to see how Mataoja is going to act. You know, Pink has always kind of been the type to kind of point out some of the flaws in a good way, right? You know, this person's be doing this. One of the things that he points out from Mataoja is they tech a lot, right?
Yeah.
So will this be the day my man takes a few more goals, you know, to stay solid?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You know, I don't really know that I've ever seen a different character choice from Mataoja, and of course we do see the Balrog, one of the best Balrogs in the country, frankly. And interestingly enough, Pink going back with G. I haven't seen them use G in I don't know how long, but definitely rocking that new Skullomania costume, which is super dope.
Well, I wish they would have hit us with the theme. That would have been
right.
But, you know, if you look at the matchup, Skullomania, Geomania, whatever you want to call the man, he's really good against Raw. Because if you mess up your fist coming through in the neutral, he's got those strong light buffers, and he gets so much out. That's going to be a pain point for poor old Raw here.
Yeah, for sure. You know, if you knock Raw down with any character you can make him guess, he's having a tough time. And obviously, you know, G can just run away with that in a second and turn the match into, you know, history. Getting the knockdown mid-spin, trying to fight his way out of the corner is Pink, excuse me.
To find the activation point, right? Not the crush, not just yet, for that right moment. The medium kick will be the way. That'll be the way. Now it's time to play. Be careful. Mataoja, you know what's coming. If my man dashed up in your face, it could be a command grab. It could be anything. That's the danger of this character. He hits that B trigger and you're like, what could be coming? But he's in a good position in terms of the screen, and he's got a lot of health. But you know, you cannot be lacking or slacking against this character.
I really like Mataoja. I was just about to say I kind of cursed him preemptively. I was going to say I really like his spacing with that stand fierce, but you can't do that time and time again against Pink. He's going to sniff that out and whiff punish. You know, that's what he's known for. That's the name of his game.
And now you just need that one hit confirm, and I don't know if that's enough.
I don't think it is.
Oh no, he's dead. Yes.
Wow.
I was looking, I was thinking like maybe the great health would be enough, but it wasn't. You know, he maybe needed like 2 more hits. It was one of those where you just need to confirm and make sure. But that's such a bad waste of bar, but no big deal. Pink's gonna go back and round start with the lights. It's so unfortunate, right?
Yeah, sure, it's unfortunate, but, you know, it's not the worst calculated decision, because if you look at it, they both, actually, weirdly enough, Pink has more meter now. Even after spending all of his bar, G has already built up basically 2 bars.
Yeah, I mean, you get meter so fast in this game. At the same time, it's one of those situations where you want to be like good in round 1, or if he goes around 2 or 3, you know. But Pink's still in the solid position right here. It may not even matter as he checks him on that wake up right here. And the fireball in level 2 is really hard to approach, and you see right there, he tried to do it, got stuffed with it. Pink evened things out in this first match.
Going into what could potentially be, you know, the kind of the deciding factor for momentum between these two players, whether it's going to be Mataoja or Pink taking the first game, but this is going to be the last round of the first game. And you see there he is, looking for that buffer off that crouch medium punch in neutral, incredibly long reaching for G, and he's already got the corner position because of it. Mataoja trying to, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say to have the dominance to swing that out when this character has so many good crush counter buttons is pretty dominant in the neutral, like really confident in neutral, I should say.
Gets the V skill, yep, activation point, and gets the low confirm off the down short, down jab. Not quite stunned, but it's one guess, and there it is, the option select off the jump. And that's going to be the first game for PG Pink. Taking it with G, again, a pick that we have not seen from him in quite some time.
It's definitely been some time. I think, he's emboldened by the character. He was like, listen,
sure.
On his stream, he was like, this isn't even G. This is Skolomania. He's like, I'm playing a brand new character. They don't know the matchup. They don't know the matchup. But you see how, like, it doesn't matter that, like, how, into the character that he is. He's just going to, run his game plan. Round start, does the rush punch, and it works out. It just shows you like how strong a player he is. He applies those templates of how strong he is, and it works with every single character, right? Finds the buffers, finds the hits, knows the Oki points and things like that. He may not know the deepest things, but it works out for him. And look at the distance he stands at. Gets the fierce, gets the level up too. He's in a strong position once again.
Yep, and he's going right to that that tried and true fireball game for G. Like you pointed out earlier, very difficult for Rog to deal with. Interestingly enough, as Rog is typically a character that handles fireballs well, but because of how level 2 changes G's fireballs in their active frames as well as how they start up, it's actually quite difficult for Rog to try and V-skill through, try and react through, and PG Pink is taking advantage of that. And now, he's starting the G shenanigans, already corner to corner carry, gets the command grab.
Yup, gets the upper rush punch. It's going to be one more guess for the game right here. The trade, Mataoja trying to find his way out, trying to find the exit sign. Nice anti-air, swinging, trying to find that, there we go, I was going to say, the activation point, and now everything's in his favor. Until, is this going to be chip? And this it will, because I see the gray life at the top. There we go. As you see right there, the gray life, the normal health leaves before the gray life. So Pink able to close it out this time, finally calculates it out. Last time it said the calculated boobies, right? He didn't do the math right? Then he was like, oh, what if I did plus and not minus? There we go.
Yep. He just switched the signs around, moved the decimal point, and he got it.
He flipped it upside down. He's like, wait a minute. Okay, got it.
Okay, swinging with that big stand fierce from Mataoja, and just trying to do what he can to keep Pink caged in the corner here. That's really what you have to try and do against G, because he does have strong neutral, and obviously if he's, controlling the momentum of the match offensively, you're in a bad position. So if you can put him in the corner and keep him from running his game, you're going to be doing well.
Exactly, just as you said right here. Keep him in the corner, cage him up, ship him out. Mataoja trying to even things out and doing a damn good job of it. Following that advice, keep this character down. Stop the activation point. That's kind of the name of the game, and obviously it's always going to be easier said than done because they just need to find that moment, right? But Mataoja going in and getting the sweeps, and that's one thing that G has to suffer with, right? When you put the pressure on, he's going to have to start saying, do I have to be reversal? But now here's the offense. Pink going in, Oki time, command grab.
Oh, man. And all of this started off of a poor decision on Mataoja's part. He did a poorly spaced rush punch, and that was helped amplified by Pink's micro walk forward, and he's going to be able to almost kill here. Okay, he decides. Yep, just
he's going to go with that reset.
Yeah.
He just how's
he going to close it out?
Oh, just going to dial it out.
Just busted it out. Damn, the disrespect.
He's like, this is going to land. I know it's going to land, and look at that. It's landing me further in the bracket winner side, sending Mataoja down into losers, Pink taking it. And on the other side of that screen, my man is saying, bot. He just dials it out, bot, bro. That's attack. It's bot. But I'll tell you one thing. He had the meter to play with, and if there was going to be a gap, my man hit it like that. So good stuff to Pink right there, moving on the bracket. I know he's looking at this. So people, if you're on Pink's stream or anyone else's stream that's restreaming this, make sure there's actually people here. Go check out a stream.
Yes.
Put up another tab, check out what's going on over there. Say hi to them, say hi to Pink. But also, if you're on any of the streams that are restreaming this, make sure you guys are, using the code random match Match in our chat if they've gotten theirs. I'm not sure, but give some love to Match Arena if you guys are out there. Otherwise, just enjoy the show, enjoy the actions. We've been moving on this bracket. Still in winner side of things. Looks like we're gonna have Luigi coming up on the deck. One of my favorite Guile players, man.
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
So sick.
The way he plays is just like, you can tell he's a young dude because he has that disrespect, but it works out because it's calculated. Of
course.
If people remember, it was like a couple weeks. It was me and you were on commentary, I believe, and my man's flash kicked Samurai on Wake Up.
On his Wake Up, so godlike.
I love it. I love that kind of play. They say you can't, show your style in Street Fighter 5. You're wrong. You're goddamn wrong.
You know who it actually kind of reminds me of? Watching him play reminds me a little bit of Knuckle Dew. Similar in some ways. Not quite as lame, but when it comes to his kind of switching gears into the offensive side of things and playing a little more off the cuff, it makes me think of Knuckle Dew a bit.
That frenzy pace, I can kind of see. He's definitely got his own flavor with it, but I can definitely see the frenzy pace with it. And we're gonna get right into it in our next match. Luigi versus Stupendous. Yo, Rodui, I see you. Thank you for always showing love in the chat. Bro, you know what's good. I hate to show love. We don't know when this character's coming through. We don't know the exact date, but I'm waiting for it. I don't need an anti-fireball character, but it'd just be cool to play Rose. I know we don't even know when the next characters are coming, but I'm gonna let them take their time. COVID's going on and stuff like that. I ain't really worried about anything like that. So but I am excited for Rose. I'd like to see how Rose is gonna play. I hope she's busted. God, I hope I love the DLC characters that are busted. Maybe not top 1 busted, but busted. You know what I'm saying? They got that juice. I don't want the gills. Don't give me the gills and Sagats. Give me something good. All right? Give me something. I wait these months. Give me something good, Capcom. I know you hear me.
I have a feeling, just from the character's archetype alone, I have a feeling Rose will be strong. But here's hoping. I would also like to see her be a very good character.
Yeah.
Another G. Okay.
Luigi?
And this makes sense.
Do they know you can't pick there's a council that comes through. You have to pick the character like that. You have to sign up for certain colors. I have red, and he can pick this one, that's fine, but you have to put in a petition to fill out a form. I don't know if he's gonna do that. Stupendous is gonna try to piece him up, but the jump back fierce, crouching fierce, I should say, gets him some distance and level up as well.
Yeah, and that level up is so important against big body characters. It gives you access to that better fireball, which they struggle to deal with. As we saw a little bit in the last matchup, it's not exactly the same against Balrog, but the additional zoning is such a big buff and so needed for G.
Oh, and here we go. This is one of those things that people were kind of been talking about. If you can get in on this character, run the command grab game, make them guess. It's going to be a while till you make those returns, but it adds up as you see the damage and the stun was rising. Luigi having to back up, looking for the activation point. Here we go, back fears. Doesn't cancel anything just yet. That's weird, but does get the low.
Yep, and gets the hit and is able to get the Oki situation with the command grab. Big damage here. This is going to be guess 4. Oh, he's dead. No, he just built a meter 1 to spend it. And honestly, against Zangief, go ahead.
Do it.
It doesn't matter who he's fighting. That character is 1 or 2, guesses away from taking the round back. I respect it. That's a good decision from Luigi.
Absolutely. Kill this character before they can kill you. Run. Don't go in the casino. You got the addiction. Don't do it. You're doing so good. You need to stay clean. Stay out of the casino. And that's what my man Luigi did. Those two Stupendous is trying again and trying to run the tables once again. Good jump, heavy kick. Gets a connection. The L8 right after, stuck in the corners. We don't want to be as G. Because then you have to start thinking, do I find a way out using V-reversal like that? We have to spend meter. That's unfortunate. You've got to make the return without trigger sometimes. And that's a net loss right there.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the decision to go ahead and spend that V-reversal bar. Excuse me. To mitigate some of that pressure. Now again, if you're leveled up, sure, you can run that because you have the bonus attributes for the fireball, right? But you have to wonder if late in the game it's going to come back to bite you in the butt.
Exactly. It might be a problem, but right now, he's got such a big lead. When you have a lead, then things don't matter as much because that was going to be a chip, no dip situation, dog. There was no V reversal to save Stupendous because he just didn't have none. He ain't got no bar at the bottom for that. Luigi taking it, and usually it's a net win for the other person if they don't get triggered. If G gets triggered later on in the round, right? Because that's something you don't have to worry about on the table. And it makes a sign like they're probably gonna be using V reversal again. But if you, like you said, if you're leveled up, you're good to go, bro. And now we're going back to the character select screen, and we might be seeing a Seth. Because Seth does very well against G.
I agree. I think Seth does well against G. Just the same. Like one of the bigger things is, you know, making that character struggle to anti-air consistently, which is a big. Although his crouch fierce got nerfed a little bit, it's still incredibly strong. Still super good anti-air, right? And if you have a way to make that a point of contention for their decision making, that's a huge win, because that means that you get to approach differently in neutral. You don't have to worry about fireballs the same, that sort of thing. And also just a much more stable character than Zangief. Not nearly as polarizing across the board.
Yeah, I mean, you got to worry about your health, but that's almost sometimes not a problem depending on how much pressure you're able to put on the person. And Seth can do a really good job. As you said, the axe kick. I also think the suck, which he's not even going to use, so let me take that off the table. The V skill, at least, the other V skill will allow him to get through, right? The booster. He got the jetpack on the back. He's flying through the skies, dog, and it's hard. You know, once he gets in, he can start that pressure game. We were just talking about the axe kick, and you see the back fierce wasn't able to deal with that. And the jump in, see from the skies, no surprise. Stupendous coming on in, and it's starting to work out.
Already putting him into the corner, which is where G struggles the most. You know, doesn't have a 3-frame, doesn't have a traditional reversal. And so, you know, Seth has such a strong ground game when you have the opponent in the corner. Such good mix-ups, such good potential off of counter hits. And we're seeing G struggle to deal with that. Luigi is, you know, really having a hard time making the correct decisions in the, you know, rock, paper, scissors events.
I mean, there's not much you can really do. You got the 3-frame. It's not there for this character. You got a DP, not there for this character. Not many ways to deal with the pressure, but now time to put the pressure on offensive style. Gets the Oki after this V skill and build up some of that bar, and a lot of corner push too. That's one thing G can do right back to Seth. And let's put them in the corner. And the light buffer at the right distance. We talk about this so much. You stay at that right distance, you can punish those axe kicks.
That is something that is possible, but it's just hard to do consistently. So I have to wonder if, you know, any of that is going to dissuade Stupendous from trying, you know, to keep harassing with that axe kick. I'm inclined to think no, but maybe Luigi will feel confident enough to punish him a couple more times, and Stupendous will have to think twice. But already he's running. Exactly. Yeah,
he's got to be at that right, you know, distance and stuff. Plus frames right there, those side switch, no anti-air, V reversal. Just talking about that. How is Luigi feeling? Is he feeling pressured right now to be able to use that V reversal? You know, you put it on the back foot like that. You're not going to get triggered for a while, even though Stupendous has a low amount of health.
He's dead. That jump in. And what's so crazy about that too was, like, there were a couple interactions that happened where Stupendous was kind of jumping around willy-nilly and putting Luigi into uncomfortable positions, but it wasn't even like he was really going crazy with it. But there was just that one moment in neutral where he either wasn't thinking about it or was trying to focus on something else, and it paid off to give him the whole game.
The axe kick was the seasoner. It was the season. You just put a little, you just brush it on there, and the jump in was the meat and potatoes. Now we're the final game between the two, Luigi versus Stupendous. He's trying to stay on that distance, and then you see how hard it is. You looking in the air, my man's on the land, dog. You gotta worry about both. Get your both the binoculars looking at both ways. Now Luigi's stuck in the corner. With that 4-frame, it's gonna be hard to deal with, you know, the pressure, but now able to just kind of walk him out, as I wish you would. I wish you press something. But the back pierce doesn't work out. You see the issue with trying to anti-air this character.
And man, Stupendous is just getting so much mileage out of that down medium punch buffer into the V skill. And that's 100% why he chose the V skill over the suck, because as we've talked about, you know, across the past 2 matches, that if you can get G in the corner, that's where you can make him suffer, that's where you can deny him from running his offensive, oppressive game. And look at this life difference.
Oh, the EXDP! The bet, but it was a good bet. He had the health to do it. Stupendous now at match point, bringing it back from the precipice. Being able to switch the Seth was the answer. That was the answer all along. Now able to get an anti-air, another anti-air Luigi. But then he comes through with the axe kick. It don't matter though. EX, back pierce, V skill, and put you in the corner this time though. Good awareness by Luigi.
Yeah, Stupendous has to be careful. He lost a lot of life being stubborn like that, and he's about to almost lose the round. all because he wanted to jump 3. Oh, he drops the combo. Not like this. Don't give Stupendous any room.
Yeah, but nice back fierce. He's finding the ranges to use that a little bit better. Still a bet, but it works out. The sweet final game, final round, Luigi versus Stupendous. And now Stupendous is starting to play at these ranges and deal with Luigi's starting to deal with Stupendous jumping in a lot better, right? Starting to stay at better ranges. It's not gonna work every single time, but it's definitely helping him out just in general because he's getting such big rewards. He's doing EX and pushing him into the corner, saying, "Listen, you put me in the corner, let me put you in the corner. See how you like it. See how you like it. Put your face in it."
I have to wonder if some of that, you know, some of the oppression in the air and like the stubbornness, I have to wonder if some of that was a front, you know, just kind of setting Luigi up to maybe think that he can deal with this, and now Stupendous is going to go back to that calm, patient ground game and make him guess, and just like this, you know, that dash up situation after the forward was horrendous. He's dead.
It was a setup.
Yep.
It was a setup the entire time, dog. Yep. In and out, 1, 2, 3. Nobody's pleased but Stupendous as he takes the final round. You saw, just as you said, axe kick over and over again. Then he was like, if I do it this distance, I'm going to make you with the back heavy punch, and I'm going to whip punch you with the down fierce, or down medium, I should say, and then B-skill you to the corner. And I get to run my game plan. And I get to have it my way. All right, so now Stupendous is going to be moving on to fight Pink later. And, you know, Luigi ain't out of this just yet, right? That's just going to push him down the losers where we're going right now, people. Make sure you guys are hitting up that Matcherino. Exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat. Run that code. Run that love and support. In fact, I need to do that myself. I'm just going to throw that sucker up there right now. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Hopefully this pops up. That's for Matcherino, right? Sometimes I write a thing and I'm like, well, there it is on the screen, so it doesn't matter. Now I can definitely spell it. We got $83.83 around the dot.
Nice.
That's cool. That's cool. What if we made it higher, though? What if we made it higher?
And again, guys, the promo code for tonight is WNFO38SFV, and that is at no cost to you. You put that promo code in, and that gives us and the players an extra 50 cents that wasn't there otherwise.
Yeah, it's free. And you can do the sponsor quest on the right-hand side, too, as well. They're super easy, so run those, run the code, run some love and support, because people, listen, y'all get that number up, I'll get kicked out of my apartment. That's what will happen, you know, because you're gonna provide. Man, the landlord already knocked on the door like, Wednesday Night Fights. You gotta cut this out. And be like, bro, come on in here. You need to see what's going on. You see that Matcherino? See how hot that Matcherino? You see the play that's going on right here? You see Pink and them coming through? You see all the upsets and stuff like that? Nah, I can't be quiet, because I can't be quiet when Alex Mears is coming up on the deck. That's a good Chun Li player right there. Got second at CPT. Super damn good. Strong. I mean, got a few characters on the deck, but I think Chun Li has been that was the right move this season, right? The Chun Li was the right move. You know, I still like having Cammy though on the side, but like Chun Li
for sure. Two very, very strong characters to have in your repertoire. But it does seem that Chun affords him the ability to play more comfortably. Obviously he was always incredibly strong, world-class player with Cammy, but I don't know, it just seems like he's a little more comfortable with the options that Chun has. You know, because if we compare the two characters, Chun-Li is much more diverse than Cammy. Cammy is a very linear character. That's what makes her so strong. But Chun-Li has all the fundamental strengths of Cammy minus, you know, a DP, but she makes up for it in other ways. And then again, you have the complexity of her V-trigger.
I mean, you also got to look at it this way. Myers, he loves his crouching meet and kick confirms, okay? He loves those confirms. You can find a character that he can down back with so much, it's like teabagging. You know, he'll definitely love that character. And that's a good character, I think, to run against Karin, you know, and in the footsie kind of game, she can do pretty damn well. Right. Having a fireball definitely going to help out in trying to advance against the character. Having something on the screen is going to make Karin think twice about just dashing on forward, right? Exactly. But she's still the privileged one. She can still dish out a ton of damage, and Mario is definitely no easy person to take down. And this is losers. This is going to be the first body bag of the day. We're going to be zipping up somebody right now, and people, make sure you guys are tweeting it out. I don't want any of these body bags to go to waste, dog. We're going to see some people perish. We're going to see the thumbs down. I need to see some of the stuff on the timeline. If you guys like some of this cool stuff, you know, make sure you guys are tweeting it out. After you clip it. Yeah, get that clout, bro. Get that clout. Don't wait on a high fight. I tell this every single time I'm doing commentary. You guys want that clout? You want that FGC clout? It don't come for free. You got to pay for it. And one way to pay is to put up them clips and show the people what's going on. Wednesday Night Fights as we get this loser side of things. Round one. Man, oh man. Myers versus Mario. Let me see what's up. Well, let me see what's good.
Already swinging with that crouching medium kick. And gets the confirm from Mario's side, pushing him to the corner after the command dash. Gets the forward throw. What's he gonna do? Oh wow, the confirm up. Damn.
Gotta have it. Gotta have those. And I like that. Follow up with the crush. The legs. Doesn't knock down just yet. It's the EX though, the return from Mario. For an activation point, tech.
Good, yeah, good throw tech. That was very, very important. You know, considering the life total on Alex Myers' side, that could have been a much worse situation. Good conversion, and gonna go straight into beats. Push her to the corner, get a little bit of extra damage.
Down, take the throw. He's like, listen, you're not gonna reverse, so I'm going in. I'm diving in. You see Myers with the trademark T-bag. The trademark down back, just to get that charger, just to get that that one moment to crouching union kick, and also keep on guard. And he's got so much health. He's like, you got to come to me, dog. 48 seconds on the clock, and you got this low of life. Things are looking long for you. Crouching union kick again. The blessed button of the character.
Yeah, playing at just the right range that you can poke with that relatively safely. And because of the walk speed, you know, Chun is in the better situation in that regard when it comes to trying to poke and counter poke, and that's how we saw Myers take it. Trying to find his way out of the corner though now. It gets a big crush cutter, but drops it, and then the air reset. That's still a good situation for Myers, but that's unfortunate that he could have gotten a much bigger punish.
And you'll take that the positioning definitely in his favor right now. And now the health totals are starting to even out as the throw game is run heavy. Crouch union kick does land. EX, B skill. Let me take it to the middle screen. The wait and bait. And here's the punish. Reel it in. This should be not a finish.
Oh no!
The drops, he cleans it up. It's okay. 5-second rule. It's all right. It's a 5-second rule. Don't worry, people.
That made me nervous.
The germs, hey man, the germs don't hit until the 5 seconds. You know, equip. So I'm just saying.
Looks like a little bit of lag there, but that's okay. No, gets the throw tech off the down jab. Was aware of the tick throw situation. Big stand fear, swing. Oh damn! Oh, she's dead. Oh no! What's going on?
What's going on? Oh, try to get the whip drop.
There we go.
Yeah, Myers will land that CA and land himself the first victory right here in this set. You know, if things are looking laggy, you just gotta play it out. All right, you got this. Yeah. This is where we're at, right? You know what? This is just like off topic. You know, I did an interview with Daigo, and someone had retweeted. They were like, I don't know why Daigo's feeling this year, but to me, because they were like, I don't know why he's feeling this year because it's been online, right? Online victories don't matter. And I'm like, to me, if you're winning online, if you're winning any tournaments online, you are just like super hard mode, right? You got to definitely shift your style and everything like that. You definitely have to play a different way. Things are going to be sometimes out of your control. So if anything, if you're winning any of these tournaments online, you definitely got like, let's see who's going to be winning this match though. Myers was up 1, being able to stay solid, but Mario, gotta take it super chill is what I'm trying to say right now, because man's dropping a few things here and there that he maybe shouldn't be.
Yeah, and I mean there were drops from both of them, so you know, do your best to take it as like, it seems like it's not the most optimal situation for either of them. So you know, do what you can to reset your thinking. You know, take a deep breath, chill out, and I think going back to character select like this is a good idea. You know, we've seen it from numerous players, and it seems to always help more often than hurt. So take advantage of a little bit of time. And you know, come into this next game fresh mentally. You know, don't sweat the small stuff too much.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, especially when you were able to see a close-up of your daughter's face. Right? You got to see that today? Yo, word? That's awesome.
That's tight.
That's good stuff. I just like hearing that good stuff. Yo, Dinster in the chat, bro, how you feeling? I saw you and Myers in that video recently. That was ridiculous stuff. Myers the blind challenge, that was great.
Yo, anyway, we got the equestrian Karin. I like it.
The equestrian Karin? You got that kind of taste? The horse girl? Okay. You know, not. You know, I'm not. That's not my type of person. You know, but that's she's different. Sometimes, you know, people that like Karin are built different. What a whip punch on the fierce right here. Take him to the corner. Take the throw as well.
Okay, I really like the down medium punch there. Gets the best frame advantage afterwards off the air reset. This is going to be a stun. I don't think he'll be able to kill here, but it's going to be close to death.
Yeah, a lot of damage, I'll tell you that. Trying to get that finish in the crouching medium kick. Caught him reaching.
I like
crouching medium kick. We talked about crouching medium kick from Chun-Li, but it's blessed on her side too. It's privilege on her side too as well.
Damn, a big crush counter. Yeah, oh, a drop there though. That could have been a follow-up into either light legs or EX legs. He decided to use the EX spinning bird kick. Get off me.
Using a little bit of that reversal, pushing Mario to the corner with the medium, trying to find an opening, trying to find him lacking and slacking with the crush, but nothing just yet. Great life a little bit on there, and now it's going that fireball did a hell of a lot of damage. Eats an EX for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but the return, yo, Mario catching these trip guards have been absolute money in this recent match here. And Maverick with the raid, the party of 15, welcome to Wednesday Night Fights. We are in the loser side of top 8, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy your stay.
Oof. This is not going to be able to kill, but he's going to get the follow-up Oki. Karin is going to try to find an activation point here, gets the knockdown, gets the Oki, and decides to go for the throw. I like that mix-up there. You know, the obvious situation was to try and continue the pressure and get the Oki, and he took advantage of that to throw him.
Oh, okay, so he doesn't activate. I was going to say he could save it for V-reversal, but he feels confident in taking this match. But, you know, there is a situation of chip on the table. You got to be super careful.
Oh my God.
Spin it, but gets hit raw.
Damn, Shawty, okay?
I saw that pick, bro. I saw that pick. That was different. That pick definitely, that damn Shorty okay pick.
It's too good. It's too
dog,
good.
Y'all check it out. Check out his timeline. That one hit me different. I was like, hold up, I gotta get out of the store. I gotta keep scrolling on this one. But damn, he hit that sucker raw.
Yeah.
Get him with the Gordon Ramsay. You're an idiot sandwich, dog. Why'd you run into it? I'll tell you one thing. That's another part of this online stuff. When you're able to, when there's moments where you do drop or there's connection issues, the person has like a plan B, C, or D. You know, having follow-ups like that is super important. That also makes you a strong player because that's going to make you a strong player even if it's offline. If you drop offline, you're going to have, you know, good stuff. But my man's not dropping anything right now.
Damn.
Everything is on the table. Well served. Oh, serves up the mash though on the breakfast, on the wake up. And now Mario with the side switch and a lot of damage, a lot of stun building up too, trying to get it done.
Yeah, it's crazy how quickly that momentum turned around, all because of one correct decision defensively, and then Mario was able to take advantage of this, and he's, you know, reversed the train the other direction, and now Alex Myers is fighting for his life.
Fighting for my life. My man is definitely in the corner, dog. The reporter in the face, he caught him, dog. But here we go. Myers can still make the comeback. He's gonna find that moment. If I'm him, dog, I'm not gonna make it to next season. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't gonna make it to next season. They're gonna be like, you off the tournament. And Myers is off the teams right now. With that confirmed with that opening, spin the bar to get the job done. And there is one. He is one more away. One more round away for that finish.
This has been so back and forth. This has been a really exciting match to watch so far, honestly.
I like when Mario chooses to disrespect Myers, or at least take back his turn. And I like also Myers' answer back in his meter usage has been great. His confirms have been great. He's opening up Mario, and you see the stress is starting to play on Mario's head just a little bit more than Myers right now. Let's see if he can kind of pull that back and give us some more games. EX, it's looking like we might get some more. The shimmy, the bait, the bite.
Yeah. Okay, gets the EX, gets the knockdown. What's it gonna be? Tries to go for a little bit of a stagger to catch him pressing a late button, but no dice. Keeping him cornered with this crouch medium kick to crouch medium punch pressure, keeping those plus frames.
Careful about dashing in on there. You know that Myers will definitely check you with the crouch medium kick, and that'll lead into a great situation for him in terms of keeping that pressure on with the legs knocked down and such like that. Just as I said, watch out for that crouch medium kick. My man stepped right in it. It was in the middle of the street, and he stepped right into it, and this is big damage. This is a CA. I'm going to see you out the damn tournament. Myers taking it over Mario.
Yep, that's all she wrote. Mario got a little too pressured, I think, right at the end. Caught himself, you know, whether it was walking back or pressing buttons at the wrong time. Myers just really sniffed out his rhythm and was able to take advantage of something that I think you hit the nail on the head with, and that was the pressure was starting to build on Mario. And even if they were small mistakes, they were stacking up. And a player like Myers is going to take, you know, he's going to take that running. He's going to be able to recognize those and capitalize on them in the biggest way, and that's what happened.
And that will, you know, situate Myers closer and closer in that bracket. And that means that Mario's out for the day. We still got some more games to play, people. We're moving on. It looks like to NovaSpec versus ChrisCCH, which is probably going to be some Seth versus FANG action. I think Seth can still do well, and you guys would do well to hit up that match arena. Let's make that match arena a little fatter. Let's make that pot a little bit bigger, okay? We're gonna need, you know, that cash to make these players play even harder, because I'm telling you, man, I say this every single week. You know, Uber Eats costs quite a bit of money, dog. Uber Eats. Man, I was looking on there for some deals and stuff. They done took that off. It used to have the Wendy's deals where it was like bro, we have this Wendy's deal. It's gonna be like 99 cents for a burger, and they took that sucker off real fast. Them. I can't say the words, but you know what I'm trying to say. Them dudes took that off real fast. They took it off real fast. I'm trying to be PG, okay? I'm trying to be PG, all right? And all right, we're moving on this bracket here. So give them some money to play with. Give them some more money to cover the Uber Eats delivery fee, because you know when you look down at the bill, the burger's like $5, and then the delivery fee is like 10, 50, $20. It's
yeah.
Like, oh, y'all just go pick it up. But don't let them go out in COVID. Don't let them go out. Save the lives of the fighting game players and give some money in that match arena. And we're gonna give you some more great Street Fighter V action. NovaSpec versus ChrisCCH. How you feel about this match, bro?
I think this is gonna be a good one. Honestly, any match he's in, I love watching ChrisCCH play. You know, he's a young gun who has been really just knocking right at the door of upper echelon players for the beginning of his career in this game. You know, I can remember when he was legitimately like 16 at Red Bull, one of the Red Bull Proving Grounds events, and like winning the whole thing. And like I remember too, it was like people were like trying to get him drinks, but he's like, dude, I'm like 16. Like I can't, 16, like I appreciate it, but I can't do this.
Don't do it, please. I don't want you to go to jail.
Right.
Like, listen, if it was any other kid, they would have taken. But not this kid right here. He knows how to keep solid right here. Like he's keeping solid in his neutral. Using the V skill suck, but the float out, the escape over the wall.
I like that option. That's a really interesting way to deal with Seth's neutral, and also the exceptionally reliable stand roundhouse as an anti-air. So I wonder if we'll see that play out more. The overhead to take the reset and the stun. Yep, that was a really smart option. Take advantage of the tentativeness of that situation. You know, the stun was mounting. He was worried about having to try and make a comeback, and he's Fong. And then you hit him with the overhead to get the stun. Good stuff. Very smart awareness.
That's so unfortunate. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get sub, but I'll still be alive. I'm gonna hit you with the resets. Like, damn, these skills suck. Also, lays it down, and this is one of the better, you know, things. Like you see, like it's hard to really combo into that. Like
the trade,
so you just want to get rid of it as much as possible. And yo, the trade still benefiting Chris, air to air, down to the ground, but the anti-air, NovaSpec. It don't matter. He's got this position, but he just loses it. All it takes is a few confirms his character's in. It's hard to get him off.
Yeah, and you know, Fong struggles so much. Again, doesn't have a 3-frame, and because of the access to the target combo, off of frame traps and counter hits, Seth gets so much mileage and really makes the character with a lack of defensive options pay.
Yeah, trying to find. Oh, okay, he's gonna that's gonna hurt. It's also gonna put him in the corner, which allows him to get some setups. The raw stuff coming through. Spilling on the carpet, but you gotta spill a lot more to get the job done.
Okay, that cower crouch. The cower crouch, yeah. Coming through in the clutch. Really kind of dissecting the height for some of Seth's stronger normals. Again, coming into play. He has studied this matchup.
I mean, you got to, right? Like, this is Seth. Like, you definitely be running into sets, and you know, I think FANG players definitely spend a lot more time fighting or figuring out the top tiers. You know, maybe more than other people have to, because they have to really calculate what their game plan is. Whereas Seth can be like, listen, I'm gonna, you know, run the axe kick, you know, eat hot Cheetos alive. That's all I gotta really do, right? Like that's not much on my play. I gotta do the suck max or close distance right here is going to allow him with that pressure. But the trades, it's gonna go right into a CA. That had to have been an EX or something, or a dial out of hands, but you know what? Maybe he went for the CA anyway to get the equalizer for the life.
I think what it was is he was about to get clipped by the poison. The poison was still in the air, the balls, so he wanted to avoid that. It was really smart.
Okay, good point. Good point. And he ends up taking it anyway. And you kind of forget about like the damage that not just that Seth can do, but also the health that FANG has. It's not a lot, right? It's like on the lower scale of things. So that also comes into play in some of these interactions where the trades, like, they kind of benefit, you know, sometimes they kind of benefit Seth just because of the low health. And also on the reverse though, for FANG, you lay that poison on, it does hurt a lot more, but ChrisCCH getting it off immediately with that crouching knee kick and the axe kick, so hard to deal with. My man's struggling to deal with it so much with the cower crouch, but the suck.
And he was unfortunately just out of range for that meaty stand jab into the stand fierce combo, but he's able to still get some pretty good chip damage, and he still is able to basically get close to tying up the life. And he gets a good mix up there, gets the poison knocked down, and still keeping his pressure going.
just baiting something out, trying to bait something out with the coward crouch, but it's not working for CCH with the activation, the better trigger, the one that is full of power, full of potential, but the crush from NovaSpec, and now the activation is going to allow him this setup right here, the side switch to do it. Okay, NovaSpec feeling a different kind of way, feeling a little bit unusual right now. He's like, I can't let this happen. I got to make a stand now.
He was turned up. I like that. That was a really good offensive sequence, and that's something that you're definitely not surprised to see from FANG players. They've labbed out all the dirty stuff, all the grimy mix-ups that you had no idea what to even do against, and that was one of those moments where he had to come through in the clutch, and that's what took it for him. But I really like the suck there from ChrisCCH, perfect range.
And he's gonna cancel into it, and it's just funny because NovaSpec was not aware of that situation. He just got hit with it, but the view reversals were out of there. You want to stay outside the corner, right? Obviously, it's going to be anywhere on the screen is going to be hard to deal with Seth, especially in this matchup. But outside the corner, definitely, you don't want to have to do that character. Don't have a 3-frame, don't have a DP, things like that. Not going to take back his turn too far out. The axe kick also proving a problem again for NovaSpec.
Again, going to that coward crouch, going to that forward medium kick out of it to keep the plus frames.
He walked right through that?
Yeah, he did not care at all.
The armor of God, dog. The armor of God. He was like, I don't care. I'm going to get trigger. I'm going to pop trigger, and I'm going to win. Look at me. I don't care, dude. You see me walking through with you? But NovaSpec's going to take advantage of that. Never mind. It's the wrong XDP in front of the face. You better choose your options wisely, and that is not the right one. Just as you said, my man got it done. That was so unfortunate. You see him just walk up to him. He's like, I don't care what you hit me with. It's not going to hurt that bad. Now he is on match point.
Yeah, ChrisCCH very, very aware of his character's strengths and how easy it is to just bulldoze over a character like FANG. And that's what you have to do sometimes. But NovaSpec responding right back, taking the big life lead when he can and doing what is possible to get the life advantage off of that poison. But he gets the knockdown off the suck, and then all that poison damage goes away.
Exactly. Able to keep the pressure on after this as well, too. The tech to stay alive, but the axe kick is coming on through it. Stun and done. ChrisCCH taking it over NovaSpec. And all it took was that one B-skill suck and the continuous Oki, the continuous pressure, and the continuous damage that ChrisCCH lands. He's going to be moving on the loser side over NovaSpec. Man,
axe kick, please.
But the thing is, it's not even just axe kick, right? It's it's everything about the character,
it's everything.
Right? Yeah. Before the whole situation had turned in ChrisCCH's favor, as soon as my man got the big suck, man, turned the hoover on Max. He said, "Bro, I'm sucking all that. I'm sucking all that." Right?
I want to make a joke I made earlier, but it might be inappropriate. So
it's okay, Ron. It's okay.
Damn, shorty, okay.
I have to wonder. I'm so curious about what anybody else that's watching, how much they know about that joke. Like, please go to Mr. Mistopheles, follow him on Twitter, and find that post. Because I swear to God, I was in Walgreens and I was like, I'm like looking at my phone and I'm like, the hell is my man? And there's people, obviously they shouldn't be close enough, but they always are, even though COVID's around. They're just like,
who cares?
Judging me. I'm like, listen, man. Man's is down bad with it, okay? Just give him a break, all right? Man, we suck inside, all right? My man's feeling down bad. I know you guys feeling down bad out here too. If you're feeling down bad, hit up that Matcherino, exclamation mark, dad, Matcherino. Give a little love, give a little service to that Matcherino. As we get to the matches here, we have more on the deck for you guys. Hope you guys are feeling good. I see Tofu Monkey in the chat, Makoto, Mr. Scribe, always coming through. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, thank you for hanging out with us every Wednesday, guys. It means the world. It's a lot better than, talking and playing into the void. So thank you for the continued support.
You imagine. I can't. Sitting down. I can't wait for another day of ranked. Can't wait for another. This is what you do. You don't hit up ranked and suffer and have, the Zen face that my friend Zapparino has.
Dude, yeah. And
I don't mean that in a bad way. My man is focused, but my man is like
stone cold killer.
My man is stone cold. You can have some enjoyment come through with your tournaments. Actually, I think he participated in NLBC. So, but anyway, you want to avoid the rank. Come through in the Wednesday Night Fights or whatever tournaments that you have locally. Have some fun. And if you lose, you're on the bleachers. You get to hang out with your friends and have the salt. Complain about whatever character you lost to. Let's see who's going to be losing between the Guile and the Chun-Li pick. It's Luigi versus Alex Myers.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be Guile versus Chun, and I do know Guile players typically don't really like this matchup. Chun deals with his fireballs pretty well, and that coupled with, again, that big buff to crouching medium kick because of the heavy legs knockdown is so huge.
Yeah, it looks like it's an uncomfortable matchup. I mean, he definitely, it's one of those styles where I think the Daigo quote-unquote style that, or actually I'd say the Kaba style, that kind of aggressive style, has to come into play. You gotta put a lot more normals in the deck, and you can't really play the zoning game. And you see right here, big jumping right here, B skill, the stomp, and the legs, and the throw as well.
Oh, the shimmy. My man had him reaching. Gets the knockdown off the instant air stomp, gets the stun, takes it.
Had to do the dance of death. You gotta shuffle back and forth a couple times too to make sure you're doing it right. You know, you gotta get in the move, in the groove of it, and that's what Myers is doing right here. And you saw him just jump on through, get a little too obvious to the fireballs. How is Luigi gonna respond? He's gonna up the zoning game. Myers already in with the throw. Luigi get backed off in the corner, but this is okay. EX fireball knockdown. I love that. Back throw over the shoulder.
Yes. Yeah, put her back in the corner. Make her fight for her position on the screen. That's so important as a Guile player. You have to make them earn it, and normally that means taking little bits of damage, and that's where you shine. You know, whittle away their health over time. You know, play that lame game, and that's what Luigi's doing. He's switched up his gears a little bit, and it's paying off. Look at the life total.
Exactly. No anti-air there, though. I usually get to see Luigi, you know, use the different anti-airs that this character has, which he has a million of, but they're not coming through just yet, right? He's a little bit too pensive. That may come out to bite him, but right now, he's coming through the play. Never mind. Myers with the activation, puts him in the corner. This is where you live. Start paying rent, dog. This is final crouch community kick confirmed, though.
Yeah, missed off that crouch medium kick, which could have been huge. Gets knocked out of his V trigger activation, which cost a meter, but ultimately, you know, Luigi was able to find the hit anyways and close it out with that big flash kick combo and tie it up to a round apiece.
Looking good right here. Blocks the EX though. And you see Luigi getting a little bit more aggressive and poking too. When he sees Myers back off, crouch medium kick. Now gets a knockout. Upside down kick. Why you teching, dog? You know what's coming next. Lands a throw as well. Now Luigi started to feel it a little bit more. You can tell that in his play when he feels really confident, he gets really aggressive. You can tell he just amps up with it. EX knockdown. Look at him. He's like, I'll take that EX. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
reversal.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say V reversal is fine because you're gonna feel a little bit of life. You don't need meter to kill this character in terms of V trigger.
Yeah, exactly. Guile definitely does not need V trigger in this matchup. In fact, in a lot of matchups, this matchup especially. Oh man, that's gonna be it though. Myers, you know, really. I think the name of him taking that round there was his meter conservation. After spending that EX bar to get him off, he was doing well to conserve his meter and save it right exactly at the end there for that big V trigger combo to close it out when he, you know, had him cornered, had him on his back foot at death's door. It was really good. I guess I want to say resource management. That's the best way to put it.
Able to use the bars at the right, you know, the right time, at the right moment. Look at him swinging that fierce heavy kick. He's like, listen, you come into here, you get hit, it's your own fault. Nothing happened though. Luigi with the defense until he gets opened up like a can.
Swinging with that stand medium punch. Great plus frames for Chun. Great space control. Gives her the opportunity. Oh, he drops the instant stomp into the legs. No confirm.
Allows Luigi to get out of the situation. Allows Luigi to get out of the pressure. Falls like the fireball. Myers getting walked to the corner like a damn dog on a Sunday, dog. Crouch medium kick, no confirm. Styles up the fireball. And sometimes when you feel like you're not going to be able to confirm the crouch medium kick, you see them just go for the fireball. It's like, I'm trying to get some damage on the deck and stop them if I don't feel confident enough. Flash kick. Now the anti-airs are on the deck. Now he's putting it on the deck.
Making Myers, damn, that was a lot of damage. He's still got a little bit of V trigger left. He's gonna be able to throw out some baby booms if he decides to, and almost closes it out with that big EX conversion. That's gonna close it out though for Myers. That's gonna be it. Woo. Oh my god!
Oh, he drops it. Oh boy, you better clean it up.
Oh
no! He panicked. The panic EX. You see him trying to scramble but dog, it was chilly. You can't just scoop that sucker back up in the pot. It don't happen like that. That's so unfortunate. He had it. It was in his hands. And all that bar is wasted. But as Myers, you gotta look at those moments and say, listen, it's cool. That didn't even happen. I'm gonna move on. You know how you trip and you keep walking? Same thing. Myers gotta keep it solid. Pretend like it never happened.
Yeah, that is exactly what needs to happen. He needs to brush it off, keep on moving, keep that locomotion going, and just forget about it. Because unfortunately, this is online, stuff like that happens, and that's okay. You can't let that completely derail your game plan and screw you up. But he's struggling right now. He's really working to try and get back into it. But this V-trigger activation could be what he needs. Fighting his way out of the corner, back to mid-screen, gets the unblockable.
He'll take this, scale damage. EX though, starting to get pushed to the corner, which is what Myers was looking for. Sweep activation. Luigi sending out the baby boomers. The EX too. Careful what you do. Air legs catches him.
It.
What movement from my man Myers. I love that. You definitely can tell he's dealt with a lot of fireballs in his time, but gets hit.
Oh, the
on
max
the
range.
The very tip, dog, of
Yes.
the neck, of the knuckle, like right here on the pinky. On the very tippy tip.
Damn. I honestly, I'm surprised that he went for that flash kick combo. I would like to look at the hitboxes to see how close that would have been to whiffing. Maybe it's not as crazy as I'm thinking, but man, it looked like that was a pixel away from not connecting. But good awareness from Luigi and good confidence more than anything. That might be enough to rattle Myers a little bit going into this last game.
I feel like that's so important in Street Fighter V, in many fighting games, but even right now in Street Fighter V, to have confidence in what you're going to hit, right? Jumps in with the heavy kick right after the B skill. No anti-air, just gonna back off, throw the booms out. I feel like if he doesn't feel like he's like comfortable, he just backs off, throws out the booms. He just feels safer doing that. And then when he feels comfortable, he throws out the anti-airs a lot more. The EX with the flash kicks and things like that, or the normal.
Already,
right now, great control.
Yeah, being very passive, and neutral, and just really taking what he can get from Sonic Booms. He's already taken away, 70% health. Chun-Li is a big deficit here. Gonna get the activation point, pushing toward the corner. But how is Myers going to make this comeback? It's a little bit down to half. Was down to like half a V-trigger, but base out the flash.
Like this. You were asking, my man was like, let me show you what's good. And the pressure that he was putting on, he was like, listen, this dude's gonna crack. And that's one of the things about playing like in a wild style. Like, if you're like one of them young bucks, sometimes you're gonna crack a little bit more than people have been around for a few more years, right? They've been grinding for a few more years. That may be also the thing that Myers was sniffing out, and it works out. Is now he's the one on match point. How is Luigi gonna respond?
It seems as if he's turtled up a little bit, maybe feeling some of the pressure of losing that round there. Oh my gosh, the weird turnaround screwed up Luigi. I gotta fix my face. That was a goofy situation, but it's paying off for Myers.
Yes, flash kick, the wait and bait again, reels it in, and this is done and done. Myers taking it over Luigi with that B skill kick, dog. That is, again, we just saw that. We just saw that, did we not?
Yeah.
Was that not just a repeat of what we just saw? Did someone just rewind the tape? Dog, I want to see something new. Show me something new. But what Myers showed me was some great gameplay, some great Chun-Li footsie work, and also being able to play against a person too, which is super going to be, super important in Street Fighter V or any fighting game. Playing against the person is going to always be important, and he's like, listen, I know what's going to happen. I know what you're going to do. You're going to crack, dog. Mr. Humpty Dumpty out here. I got you. And he got him, and he's going to be moving on in the loser side of the bracket. People, hope you guys enjoyed those matches. I definitely did. I like how Myers kind of shoved that back.
Sure.
I gotta say, Myers kind of working out here. Even though the CPT is over, I love that he's kind of working in this circuit that we have, Wednesday Night Fights, and all the players just in general, right? Everyone's vying for those points, and I like how we have something to play for. I really appreciate the fact that we have this, and I appreciate the people who are still coming out and playing Street Fighter V.
Yeah, just harkening back to that last game. I think the two key moments really changing the tone were the EX flash kicks that Myers baited out. It made Luigi have to be aware of the fact that Myers had picked up on his rhythm and was able to get in his head. And once somebody does that, and you as a player who is getting read realize that, it is so hard to recover from that mentally. If you know somebody's in your heart, in your head, it's so hard to shake that and get back your confidence. And somebody of Myers' caliber is going to really be able to squeeze out every last drop of that when he needs it.
Listen, Let's see how well he can stay solid in this bracket because there's still a lot of killers. And as it gets closer and closer, the points are going to get even closer and closer too as well. And Mataoja being in the top 8 is going to shake some things up. How far can he go fighting ChrisCCH? You know, I've heard some people say that Raw, or actually some Seth players say that Raw kind of deals with this character well. And I'm interested to see how that happens. Dealing with a dash punch at max range, I feel like this character could do pretty well with that.
Right.
But, you know, I want to see more. I want to see more of that matchup.
Yeah, you know, and I think perhaps the difference maker is going to be V-Skill 2 from Rog, which we see Mataoja using here. You know, that means that Balrog can play from a range where Seth can't really approach, and just charge up that V-Skill 2, and then all of a sudden his dash punches are safe on block and 10 times more dangerous on hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's like having that V-Skill 2 to keep on the pressure and the damage output that this character can do if you can find those final hits, Mataoja, you get it done, right? Because you only need a few confirms. ChrisCCH going with the feature and pops that sucker. He didn't know. It was a surprise. It was like a birthday surprise, and EXDP takes back his turn. You see people looking at frame data. Here's the thing. People make fun of, you know, astrology. You know what I'm trying to say.
Astrology.
They make astrology, man. It's been a late day. Astrology. They make fun of astrology, right? When they're like, yo, this is, who would ever pay attention to that? And they look at frame data like it's a real thing. I'm telling you, when you got a reverse like that, it's not. It's not a real thing. You're right. Dog, I can't even speak today. That's how it is, because I can't even keep up with this action right here. ChrisCCH got him locked and loaded in the corner. Did not find the axe kick. That might have been a stun situation right there. Unfortunate.
No, oh man, big jump in for Mataoja. A lot of damage. Gets the throw mix up afterwards. I really like him not knocking down there, but tries to go for the command grab, and this could come back and bite him in the ass. I think, yeah, he's gonna be done. Oh, he did. Okay, I was like, man, I thought he wasn't gonna go into super for a second. He just canceled it late, but he is gonna take this game.
That's ChrisCCH logging you with the dude. I do like that homie is playing this B trigger. Regardless of what's good or, you know, what's bad or what's better, right? Having something where you can kind of lock down the character or the player, and if you know how they're going to play, if you can lock them down like that, like it's a great tool. Like if you trust that it's going to happen like that, you have this lockdown thing right here, and you saw Mataoja did not know how to deal with it. But ChrisCCH is like, cool, I'm probably going to keep running this. Like, and if he feels the need, he can't go to V trigger 3 or V trigger, the 3-bar V trigger. Man, it's been a morning.
Capcom or what?
Bro, don't let people know. V-Trigger 3 is on its way. It's on its way. But I feel like he doesn't want to have a 3-bar because this character melts so fast. You want to have a bar like real, like you get smoked pretty quickly if you get hit. So it's like, why not get trigger like, you know, right off the bat than waiting when I have like a pixel of health.
So interestingly enough, like I don't know that I don't see this matchup a lot, admittedly, and I did not know that Seth gets access to tap when he gets the suck. That's actually a really interesting tool. I wonder what the frame data is on it.
I mean, that's just a suggestion, right? Frame data is a suggestion. And I'm suggesting that Mataoja had to turn this up. I want to see some more action, but round start sucked. Caught him pressing buttons, and that looks like the problem also in the neutral right there. You want to start, you know, pressing some of those buttons and trying to claim some of that space, and that suck comes into play. For characters that want to claim a lot of space with the buttons like that, it looks like it's painful. Speaking of painful, big jump in, a lot of damage off the EX, and the corner push too as well.
Oh, yep, delays the axe kick there to beat the stand medium punch anti-air. You know, such a strong go-to tool from Balrog. One of the best anti-airs in the game, and Seth does have a way to deal with it. So I guess I'd say that I'd like to see ChrisCCH exploit that a little bit more, but he hasn't really had to. He's been controlling the ground game exceptionally well.
Oh, might need to switch it up though. Caught in the corner, hemmed up in the corner, and the crush. Mataoja starting to run his gameplay, starting to feel a little bit, dog. Motors are going.
Now we do have a full stick of butter on ChrisCCH's side, but Mataoja's not far behind. And as we saw right there at the end of that last round, you know, if Balrog can knock Seth down, oh, that was a missed opportunity for a punish. But if Balrog can knock Seth down, he can actually run a similar mix-up throw game off of forward dash, because Balrog is one of those other characters that's -1 after a forward throw. So I'd like to see Mataoja make that work a little bit more. Whew, the damage! God damn!
EXDP affords him some space, but he needs to find like an activation point to equalize, right? The trigger is not really about like closing unless you have like a full butter of bar, right, to work with at the bottom. You just want to be able to find the equalization, but it's not going to have my man equalizing that face and making it look asymmetrical. All right, asymmetrical. The eye is all the way at the top. The nose is all the way to the right-hand side behind the ear somewhere. And somewhere, Mato is finding what he needs in this matchup, and part of it is damage. Part of it is his spacing too as well.
Yeah, the big difference makers in that game were exactly like you said, the spacing and having the opportunity to charge that V skill 2 and just really maximize the damage output the Balrog can get.
Walk up throw plus frames. You have to hold it. You have to hold it, dog. But good check right here from Mataoja. Yeah, you gotta have those eventually, right? You can't let Seth run the game plan all damn day. You can't be too afraid. And those challenges can also allow you, just like you said, or just like you saw right here, B skill 2 to stock up. Things like that will definitely help you out as the round goes on. So you have to challenge. Walk up throw though.
That could have been a punish for ChrisCCH. You know, the down jab from Seth being their free frame does have deceptively long range. So he got the hit that I don't think he was exactly ready for, or maybe the buffer didn't come out or something, but you know, gotta be a little more aware of that. But sitting really pretty right now. He has the corner position, getting good damage here.
ChrisCCH in prime position to take this. Man, you should have maybe went for the hands. Don't let this be a problem for you right here. Mataoja coming back with V-trigger, and all he needs to land is a good sequence right here. ChrisCCH could have had it before, but he was going for the chip, no dip, and it's all good, baby.
I like that. You know, Mataoja was starting to build momentum, starting to snowball, starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Stop that right in its tracks. Shut that down.
So right here. Mataoja with the EX though, rush punch, take it to the corner. I like that anti-air side switch. Damn. The awareness from Mataoja. And you can see him locking down the Blood's activation point. ChrisCCH getting that stun off. Even this is blocked. He's like, I'm gonna put the stun down and, you know, give myself, you know, another chance to play for just a little bit longer.
We saw another situation of a dash punch go unchecked. I think the range was there that he could have punished with that down jab, but there was nothing. ChrisCCH is trying to make this comeback work, though, getting a good offensive sequence, but Mataoja has that V skill 2 stock and gets you know, a good grip of damage of his own just off of an errant dash punch.
Big spot checks is coming down. Mataoja evening things out. Final game, final round between ChrisCCH and Mataoja. Man, he's making the run, dog. He's making it. If he finds a momentum, that's where I feel like he wants to play. EX just does it in the neutral and it works out. ChrisCCH. But, yo, catches him with a V skill on return. No receipt from ChrisCCH here. He's going to allow him an extension just like that.
Ooh, I like that. That's such a strong option from Seth with that V skill 1, is being able to use the long reach of that crouch roundhouse and cancel into whatever move you get. So good.
Absolutely. CCH, yeah, I was going to say, where's the activation point? Ain't going to spin it just yet. He needs one more good reset.
No back.
Actually, throw him to the corner. Okay.
Yeah,
but he's in a good position in terms of play. Look at the bar, the bomb on the left right there. That's critical art city right there. See the landing, and there it is. ChrisCCH just taking what is his. And that's a W, dog. My man just going in with the W.
Yeah, big fat W. That was really good composure right at the end. It's really easy in situations like that to overextend if you have somebody in the corner, right? It's really easy to overextend or, you know, worry about them making the comeback so you don't check a dash or a jump in or something. And then they do get the comeback. But ChrisCCH is basically a veteran at this point, and to have the composure to let him throw out that dash punch and hang himself, get the down jab into the hands, into the super to close it out, very good stuff. I really like the adaptation there.
That's fantastic play right there. I mean, ChrisCCH, anyone can talk about what they want about Seth. You know, that character is ridiculous. I know. But he's a really good player to play against other big players like that. Like, let's say week after week, if I came through with Seth, I'll get my ass kicked. All right, let's be honest.
You're getting top 2 free. Come on.
It takes strong players. It's gonna take strong players like Stupendous to go up against Pink, the god coming through in the bracket.
I'm excited for this match.
Well, we have a first of 3. And there could be a lot of switching back and forth. My God, who knows what's going on in Pink's, you know, chat right now. Actually, people, pull up a tab. Go see what's up at Pink's stream right there. I think Stupendous is streaming also well. Get all 3 of the streams. Make sure you guys keep it on our voices. Keep it locked right here in terms of the audio. But you guys get to check out and see how they're playing, what the chat is saying. I might actually go say hi to Pink real quick. I might see what's up. You know, I might say GG's, bro, or good luck. You know.
Call him a bum.
Yeah, I might
Call
hit
him
him
free.
with No, I ain't gonna pop up the chat like that. I ain't gonna pop up the chat like that. I ain't spicy like that. My man's spicy with the pink though. He's going with it though. He's going up against Stupendous' Geef, and going up against Geef we saw before. You know, Stupendous was like, I gotta switch, man. So we might be seeing the same situation right here.
Yeah, and I wonder if maybe perhaps more of this decision is like a player choice, you know, because of who he's fighting. But even then, you know, I feel like that's a hard sell because Pink is so fundamentally sound and just has such a strong understanding of how to play Street Fighter V as a game that I feel like he can pick apart Zangief as a character. But okay, this is how it starts.
This is how, yeah, this is how I win. Says Pink right here. Says G. Geomania put the backdash EX, puts it back down to the ground. And now it's Oki time. Bro.
Oh no.
What is going on? Grab after grab. This time a command grab lands Pink in prime position to take this.
Oh man, this has me nervous. He's dead! One wrong guess and he's dead. Oh, the
That's
power
ridiculous.
of G, the power of the people of Earth.
My man lights it up like it's Woodstock. Pink taking that first one with the critical art, with a critical finish. It's the power of the skin. I'm telling you, the skin is powering him up.
Ooh, I love that dash cancel right there, baiting him into the jump because you know he hadn't been dealing with the V skill 2 very well at that point. It was good awareness from Stupendous, good reaction.
EX. And now he's being put, he's being put on the back foot. He has fun activation point. We saw this before. He activates and he puts Stupendous in these horrible situations as you would with G. See that dash up counter hit? Stupendous trying to press and getting oppressed in this corner. The flip kick ender right here.
Oh,
Takes a throw. One more hit for the stun. It's done.
I think he's dead.
I'm gonna hold my tongue. No, he's saving it right here.
Ran out of V-trigger.
Got to double tap, dog. You got to make sure the job is done. You shoot him once in the head. It's not. they're moving. I don't know if it's like a twitch reaction or what, but you got to do it twice just to make sure it's nice. All right.
Oh my gosh, he called out the dash, but this isn't gonna kill. It's gonna be close, but he's got to have one more guess.
Wake up, super trying to hit overhead.
Oh my gosh, and he just was churning the butter. Churning the butter.
Not my day.
He's like a pilgrim woman, churning the butter. You know,
one of them down bad pilgrim women's. He definitely been on butter for a little too long. I'm gonna lose my position. Good crush right here. Try to get the follow up. I like that from Pink to avoid the situation. The trailer back here is gonna benefit Pink as he goes in for the throw as well.
ooh, good counter
Trade.
That was a reset, but you take that. That's a lot of damage on the table.
Oh hell yeah. Love it.
Oh my gosh, the whiff punish on the stand fierce. Good awareness, good awareness.
He reversals him in the corner and going for it. You see the bar at the bottom in terms of, CA. Having on that bar means, you just need to find that one good confirm with the gray life as well to finish the job, get the job done. You might be seeing another critical art, but at the same time, you're not going to be able to get triggered. But still stuck in the corner. The sock, the EX backs away. He lives for another day. Pink taking this one right here. Damn.
That was a really tough draw right at the end for Stupendous. He I think he underestimated how long the blocks or the hit stun was going to be off of the crouch short, and Pink was just mashing backdash anyways because it's Geef, you don't want to get command grabbed.
Word.
But I think Stu had the right read, just he was a little bit off in his execution. But again, this is, first to 3, so he has an opportunity to change characters, to adapt, to, think a little bit about some of the decisions he made, some of the choices that Pink made, and readjust how he needs to approach this.
Yeah, definitely take that break and, you got to do something else here. Because I'm thinking to me it's going to be the Seth pick, right? Because that's what he had worked with before, and it worked out for him. However, Pink is a different. It's just he's a very unusual G, right? The other G players got setups and stuff like that. Pink's like, cool, I got footsies and I'm going to run my game.
Yep.
Will that be enough to take him down? Or are you going to be ready for this kind of? Yeah, exactly. Are you gonna be able to take down a G player like this, right? Like, we'll see. Stupendous has something in the pocket. Round start goes for the axe kick, but the check from Pink doesn't from the light. Nothing there. Another axe kick. The bless. We're gonna be seeing that a lot, right?
I really like the spin kick too. Again, oh no, a little late on the DP and gets put in the corner. Seth hates this situation. I love seeing it against Seth.
I hear the bias in your voice, dog. I don't blame you. This character's ridiculous. But it's Pink that's running this ridiculous game. See the max distance where you can't be running that axe kick. You can't be throwing it out for free. Pink knows where to stand up and deal with this, but did not stand far enough. But there's a whip punish right there from Stupendous, using the V skill and the push too as well.
Building up the Gray Life with that towards medium punch, but this is gonna close it out. Yeah, G gets good damage off that EX rush punch, gets the wall bounce into the forward or back heavy punch, and that was enough against Seth's low life.
A great job of staying outside of that. You know, when you talk about kind of win conditions, right, for the characters and what they kind of, you know, sell at, obviously one of those is setting up the axe kick and setting up that jumping game, and that's being just denied, and then Pink feels comfortable going in, and as you see right here, gets a damage on the deck. Fierce, but he falls in time and is able to confirm and get the EX on the deck.
And you know, one of Seth's stronger points that I don't think is talked about enough is the access that character gets off of the far reach of the down medium punch into the forward momentum of the stand heavy punch for the target combo. And I think that's, and also considering that that is special cancelable, I think that's a big benefit for the character, and that's how Stu is able to get that good momentum. But now Pink is fighting back. Yes.
Crease up the shoes, dog, with them ugly ass Yeezys. Them inflatable Yeezys, dog. Get them out of here, Seth.
The alien shoes.
Get them out of here. Bro, what is with those Yeezys? Them Yeezys is mad ugly.
They're busted. Busted
those,
AF.
Those, busted is the nicest way you could put them Yeezys. Them Yeezys looking like they stressed, dog. Like if they had an emotion, the Yeezys would be stressed. But I'd be stressed too right here if I'm Stupendous. You are down in so many rounds, in so many matches right here. You go up against this character and you're gonna ride or die with the Seth. On paper, it's the right pick, but you see the way Pink is playing it. He's playing it at great ranges, and even when he gets put in the corner, he knows that if he just finds that one confirm with the EX bar, he's out. He finds an escape route. He's got the spoon in his hand. He's just digging his way out, dog.
I like the block string. Okay, good uppercut there. The block string, the fireball block string from Pink was a good option to build over the space, build over the meter, and he gets the conversion off the EX low, and he can't react to that. Such a tough situation to deal with, and he's already pushed Stupendous to the other side of the screen.
Cancels, yeah. And the heavy kick the plus range, finds the moment, threads the needle, and puts the X on the deck. Goes with a rush punch low, and you gotta be super careful being stuck in the corner against this character. A little bit more trigger. Now it's off the table. Pink in prime position with that big jump in.
He dropped it. Oh no! No punish from Stu. He wasn't aware.
This is okay. Plus frames, but you see him check those hands.
Oh, and he had the right combo dialed up. Pink is just ready. He just knows.
He just knows. Dog, he just understands. Okay, DP though. Stupendous, get checked with the dash. Mind the dash, dog. Mind the speed limit. You're going 16 to 25, man. Children's zone. School zone, bro. Relax. I like the. I was gonna say, like, I like how he stops a lot of the dashes, but he don't crouch medium punch EX into the corner.
Okay, good counter hit from Stupendous, making it count, building up that V gauge slowly but surely, and just doing what he can to keep Punk in the corner, but gets the cross up. I actually don't even think he meant to cross up. I think he wanted to stay in front.
Bring this right back, and here we go. This is again how G wins. This is where the money maker is at. He just needs to find the money shot for the finish. The axe kick, though, finds the target combo. Stupendous. Dialing out, definitely going to finish it off with the, he didn't finish it for the bar.
Oh, no.
Please leave this character alive. Don't do it, Stupendous. Please spin the bar. Get the job done. Get the job done. You're a hitman. You got to be clean.
Oh, my God. I think he's dead.
Pink is cleaning this man up off the floor and putting him in the trash. God. Pink takes it 3-0. Stupendous could have stayed alive off that super, but didn't do it. And Pink is getting it done. Winner side, grand finals is solidified. Pink.
You hate to see it happen, and I know I can see it happen.
What are you talking about?
I can just imagine watching Stu's stream right now and him laughing similarly to how you just laughed, but you can hear the pain in his voice because he knows he's screwed up. He knows. But this is double elimination. He's just down in losers. He is a strong player. He can claw his way back, but it's not going to be easy.
You know, by the way, people, if you guys didn't know, just a reminder, you can go and vote for Pink /Punk in the voting. that's going on in Capcom. You can find on their page, find on their Twitter page somewhere. But he is in the running, and you know, if you like what you see in display, you know, throw a vote his way, okay? Do that. And we're gonna be doing some more matchups on the screen here. ChrisCCH versus Alex Myers. Come up on the deck.
Yeah, and this, yeah, what a freaking heartbreak, man. That sucks. However, this match, this match we have coming up is actually one that we see pretty frequently at Wednesday Night Fights in top 8, and it's one that I like watching. I feel like it's really back and forth, and two players who have, I think, actually fairly similar play styles. I would say ChrisCCH is a little more on the aggressive side, but not by much. Sure. Otherwise, I think they're fairly similar. So I like to see how the other kind of puts their spin on things to get the edge one way or the other. And I think this is going to be a great match we have coming up. Yeah,
I always love seeing them play each other. Like, obviously, ChrisCCH is definitely the more aggressive, right? And I feel like Alex Myers is kind of rooted more in the footsie approach, but he definitely has a lot more he's got a lot more aggression than people think in terms of his play style. You know, in terms of to me, it's more about the momentum. He's kind of like a momentum type player. Kind of reminds me of like the Rob TVs and stuff like that, where they kind of find momentum, they keep it going, and the Space Boys and stuff like that. But I think his neutral's really good too. Like he's not super far in the momentum like Space Boy, but it allows him to play that footsie game and feel a little bit more, you know, I guess, neutral based than maybe other people. And that's not like a bad thing to anybody else, but it just means that these players, you know, have their different strengths and stuff like that. And that's where Alex Myers lives. Can this strength come and defeat ChrisCCH and take him out? This is loser side. Someone's got to go home.
We're already watching ChrisCCH go to that crouching heavy kick, using that tool a lot to try and space out Chun-Li, you know, with her exceptional footsie buttons, whether it's stand fierce, stand medium punch, or crouch medium kick. And she has all these buttons that control space right in front of her, and Seth does have a way to deal with that with crouch roundhouse, but you just have to be, you know, careful that you don't get whip punished or whatever.
And man, this is the problem with trying to play the fireball game to kind of set up your approach. You get sucked, right? And the soul fireball makes it even easier for, you know, ChrisCCH to react and deal with Myers down in a lot of life here. But has Trigger trying to make the comeback. A lot of great life, you know, trying to find them crushes. You see him do the back fierce right there, saying, I wish you press a button at this distance. I wish you would, because I got something for you. But ChrisCCH has something for him. Doesn't finish him off just yet. Needs to find that final hit to do it.
Oh man, and a ballsy jump in. I really like the brazen situation, and that's gonna be Chun. Yep. Good situation. You know, not wasting any time, not giving Alex Myers the opportunity to take a comeback. Seth builds good meter anyways, and in Street Fighter 5 you build good meter anyways. You know, don't leave people alive when they shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. In the back fierce, getting punched with that B skill. That's gonna be such a big problem for someone that likes to throw out a lot of buttons, like Alex Myers.
Using that crouching medium kick to space out a character like Chun-Li, ironically enough. That crouching medium kick from Seth is a damn good button. I like going into the V skill there, gets the confirm off the crouch medium kick and the spin kick. Now Alex Myers trying to fight his way back to mid-screen, gets the forward throw.
Okay, dash up though. The tech to stay alive. ChrisCCH eating a lot of throws and a lot of stun. Getting it done. Myers trying to put another one on the board, I should say, and going right for the super. It's a lot of damage, a lot of skill, I should say, but this should actually be enough. Myers gonna even this out. Looking super strong. Okay, Myers, I see, and it all happened because he was able to get out of that corner, get out of that situation, and continue the pressure. Can he continue in this next one? We'll see. I don't know. ChrisCCH, though, with this character, and even if he loses with this character, he can switch. That's another thing you got to worry about if you're Alex Myers.
Right, yeah, figure out, you know, if there is going to be a switch, what's the matchup going to be? How are you going to handle that? But right now, oh man, a big drop. He was banking on that buffer, and it wasn't the biggest punish, but look at what it's starting. The momentum is already in Myers' side.
It's Myers, the way he loves to play, get that momentum going in the medium, and the single throw is going to ensure that the job is done. Myers taking this one. I love how he's able to get these resets, and this is one of the parts that makes and separates the strongest players from, you know, like the crappy ones like me out here. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think about those things when I'm trying to stun somebody. It just leaves my mind. I'm just gonna keep going and steamrolling. But Myers has that, you know, awareness to be like, I'm gonna reset and go for the throw and get that one hit stun and get it done to make sure that the damage that I get is at its most optimal. And now Myers is taking the first one.
Round one.
And there's not going to be a switch from ChrisCCH, which I think is the right call. I think Seth does just fine in this matchup. but just, you know, he just needs to make a couple adjustments on the ground game and maybe try to find the space to use axe a little bit more. And he's already going for that, getting the crouching hit, you know, that it's able to confirm into the target combo, and now has access to that V skill 2 legs, or V skill 1, excuse me.
Look at, you gave him the keys. You gave him the keys to the kingdom, dog. The kingdom of big dubs right here. But Myers fighting his way out here. Sideswitch does not get the legs that he wanted. Yo, ChrisCCH putting his legs on him. He's like, listen, dog, check out my thighs. These ones are going to be the ones saving lives out here. EX, though, I like that for Myers. He knows the data. Back though, in the back in the corner, though. Fight activation to keep the pressure on.
Not giving ChrisCCH any room to breathe. Doesn't confirm off the activation there, but the damage is okay because he still has him in the corner. And this is gonna kill. Nice. Goes into the EX SDK and takes the round. Now he's sitting at match point.
I also like the way that he plays almost like the second and third parts of the round, right? Like, even when you see that he's down in life, you know that he knows how to play in certain parts of the game. Punish, you knew it was coming. You thought you had to confirm, I got something for you, says Myers. And I love how he's so aware of these situations to pull things back in his favor.
But ChrisCCH is doing a good job already and is actually taking the life lead even after that big mistake early on, and decides to go for the EX uppercut, but Alex Myers answers right back. You're not the only one who's got one.
The classic. You hit me with an EXDP, let me hit you right back with one. Don't disrespect me. That is just a statement right there. But listen, that's kind of expensive. At the same time, you know, Myers a little lower and Bart. Now we're all even. Now we're all good. Now it's anybody's game. Blocks a jump in right here. No anti-air from ChrisCCH. I'd be noticing that if I'm Myers. He's just going for the blocks, for the jump ins. Ain't DPing me. I'm going in. But the whip punch on the B skill, Myers not gonna spin the bar just yet.
Yep, looking for that one-hit kill, doesn't want to have to fight, and that's gonna be it. Easy confirm after the V-trigger activation. Bop, 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 and that's gonna be all she wrote.
Great finish from Myers. Great play, too.
Yes.
My man's on the tings today. Okay, I see you, Myers.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind. Who put him in? Because he was in losers to begin with, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
I wonder who put him into losers.
I'm not sure. I believe. I forgot because he had made a tweet earlier and he was like, yeah, I went to losers or whatever, but I'm going to make the run or whatever. Then he started his stream up. So I think he's streaming right now. So also go check out his stream. Guys, you know, as I say before, if there's anyone that's streaming, check out their stream. I want you to see their happiness, their joy firsthand, and also their salt. If they're salty, I want you to see that firsthand. I want you to clip that firsthand. Hell, send that to me too. I want to see all the salt. I love the salt. I don't care who it is.
Put them on blast.
I love seeing the salt. You know what? That's the great thing about being a commentator. I get to sit here and talk mess. Just like I'm talking mess about this match, Reno. Run the code.
We're close to $100.
WNFO SFV. Oh wait, what is it? Yeah, I'm sorry. WNFO 38 SFV for that free 50 donation. Yo, I didn't see the code. The thing was off the thing, but we're good. What we're seeing right now is 9063. Let's run that code. Let's run some more love and support as we get into more of these matches here. Support the players. Do the quest codes on the side. They're pretty easy to do. Also, remember that we do have a circuit going on. That's what we're playing for right here. First place winner wins Cloud Atlas Wireless, Alloy Origins Keyboard, Pulsefire Haste, and Quadcast sRGB. And second, third, and fourth will be winning this Cloud 2 Wireless. We're playing till 12:30, so there's only a few more weeks left in this season of the WNF times HyperX. People, make sure you guys are coming through if you have it. Try to make a run, get those last place, or get those last place points, right? Try to get some, or just be a jerk and come through and ruin somebody else's time. If you don't think that you're gonna make it through, please come through and make it, just ruin it for somebody else. I would have been so close if I would have made.
You're on something tonight.
Hey, listen, I just want to see chaos, dog. I'm tired of all this friendly. I want to see chaos. I want to see the heat. I want to see the fire, the passion, because that makes my commentary that makes what I'm viewing even better. And the people at home, more fun for you guys to watch too. And the players are gonna get better matches, obviously.
True.
They don't want to, they don't want to lose. I want to give the people a good show, and I want the players to fight and have something really to fight for. And we're gonna be fighting in this next match here. He's gonna be fighting this next match here. Looks like Stupendous versus Alex Myers. Okay.
Yeah, this is losers finals. So this will also be a 1-to-3 match. It's going to be Zangief versus Chun, which makes sense, about what I would expect. Stu opting again for that V skill 2, doing what he can to try and challenge in the range where Chun wants to poke, wants to try and whiff punish certain things. Already calling out the command grab though out of the corner, and that side switch is so important for Alex Myers.
Yeah, you want to have that space to play and have it your way. You see the man laying on the legs. And the EX edition this time, going in with the pressure. It's a Stomps anyway. But the threads the needle is Stupendous using the EX and starting his own game plan. The tech to stay alive, activation from Myers. What's next?
Stupendous not deciding to V reversal any of that pressure, just holding it and needing that comeback with V trigger. Just walling up, blocking all this, not minding it. Oh, gets caught.
Woo. Careful now. Ooh, okay. It's in with the EX. You're down on the ground. What's the decision on Wake Up? What's your decision? Gets hit with the headbutt.
Yeah, that meaty suck is a really difficult situation for Chun to deal with. She doesn't handle that very well.
Doesn't handle the suck very well. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Couldn't be me.
It's late.
Couldn't be me.
It's I'm so we can't. This it's local. We can't. Let's just like Stupendous.
I should have never gave us a mic.
It was the wrong idea. All right, Stupendous going in, churning that butter, dog. Like them down bad pilgrims, yo. Turning that butter with that EX, dog. Myers. Gotta be super careful here. You don't want to get touched or tapped here. And what you do like that with the crush, though, the follow-up, though, EX addition, put him down on the ground. Oh, the legs.
He switches sides this time. He goes for the cross-up. Last time it was in the front. Okay, gets the conversion to the V-trigger, but not the biggest damage. Gets the reset. Oh. He is one guess away. What's it gonna be? And another one, the delayed EX SPDs for Stupendous to take it. That's gonna be the first game in his favor.
I know what Geef players say. I understand their points and how they have to make reads. And they get punished if they make the wrong reads, but it doesn't feel like that, right? The stress that he puts you in, Geef players, you have to understand, the stress he puts you in doesn't feel good, all right? Like, it doesn't feel good to get mixed like that, even if it's not the amount of damage that you would get hit from like G or whatever, right? It's the continuous amount of pressure that character makes you feel, and it's hard to shake that off. Can Myers do that as this goes on? Because this has already been, you know, Myers not really respecting some of the things that Stupendous has and not really finding the right confirms all the time and getting put in bad situations, and Stupendous just runs his gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what Geef does. You know, from Myers' perspective, he's fought Stu a million bajillion times, and he has to know that these rounds happen. So just shake this off. That's a Geef thing. You can come back from this. But already Stupendous is doing his work to keep Alex Myers in the corner, get that big crush counter. But Alex Myers is fighting back, gets the side switch.
I like this back though, but to me, it's like you have to stay away from this character. You don't have to rush him. You have all this time, all this, like he has to come to you, and this is the problem. He lands the fierce, does not land the rest of the connection right here, but now has allowed Stupendous to be able to start his activation, to start his play his way. You can't throw out fireballs now because that's all it's going to take is that one bad fireball, and the Hoover's on max, dog. Here we go. Here's return like that into the super from Myers.
Yeah,
a little bit better.
Now, if there is a silver lining for Stupendous, it's that because of the range there, Alex Myers did have to spend all his meter to close out the round. So Stu has 3 EX SPDs on deck lined up, and that is a bad time for Chun-Li.
Yes. Not very fun to have to deal with, especially if it's not going to be a CA, it's going to be like that EX down on the ground. It starts the game, starts the Oki play just like this. Did you not just hear me, Myers? Did you not just hear me? Put backs away. He lives to fight another day. I like that crush kick. Gets a confirm as well. Careful now. You still have a low amount of health, but he does have trigger to work with to keep his own pressure on him. Typically, this character can do really well, but all it takes is that mixtape run it, right?
Yeah. Gets the knockdown in the corner. Alex Myers does have the life lead here, going for a ballsy forward throw off the down short and jockeying in and out of position there, trying to get a whiff punish, trying to make Stu guess big time.
Don't do it, dog. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Stu is hungry for it. He wants you to be in the loving hands of Fierce connects. Not a crush, thankfully, so no follow-up. Myers playing up to that range, man. You taunting him, dog. I've seen this before. This is a problem. You know you're going to get hit. This never ends well. I'm telling you, Myers. Don't do it.
Good back dash.
Walk up from Stupendous. Careful here.
I love the range that Alex Myers is playing at. It's just barely outside enough to make Stu feel like maybe he can swing, and it's giving all of that, giving all the control to Alex Myers. He's feeling very comfortable right now.
Trigger off the deck though. Stupendous can't find the hit, but falls the fireball. Myers takes his first one.
Man,
in this first of 3.
That jump from Stu was so close to landing, my breath was caught in my throat. Oh my gosh, that made me so nervous.
I can't imagine. I mean, like, you think about it, right? Because, like, if you're Myers, right, you're like, I have all this room, but we've seen Stupendous come back. Even though he just closes the distance somehow. It's like, how did you do this? Your character's not supposed to be that fast. Now using the B skill to use the armor, but gets swept off his feet. Crushed though from Stupendous. Doesn't get the fault. That's a bad input error right there. Yeah, drop.
And already pushed to the corner, and it seems like the entire match he's been fighting his way out of it. Ooh, he was trying to bait him into doing something, wanted to keep him blocking just a little bit longer for that dash up EX SPD, but no such luck.
Myers, again, having this range to play it now. I love the play that he's doing until the crush, until the wait and the bait, reel it in.
Is she dead? I think she's dead.
I think she's dead too, dog.
Oh,
this is it. No, the scaling. Oh, the instant overhead. How does this character have an instant overhead? How does he have a fuzzy? How does he have a fuzzy?
Even against
fuzzy.
Even against Chun, who does have a historically small hurt box. But at any rate,
don't talk to me about anything, Geek Player. Don't talk to me about anything. Can this be the one where I can be mad at the character? You get Seth. Let me be mad at Geek.
Fair enough, character. I also kind of hate Geek. That's all right.
But they do have to put in work. It's going to definitely put in the work as you saw right. Kind of get the comeback.
He earned it.
Yeah, this is not a fun matchup for Geef. You know, I can make fun of Geef all I want, but like this is not a fun matchup for Geef. You know, the armor gets eliminated as we saw before. That's why he's using V skill 2. You know, the flex is off the table. Chris has to make some really hard and great reads to take down this character, to take down Alex Myers.
I really like using the V skill 2 there to control the space. He knew he was going to try and jump out, caught him out of the air, and keeps him in the corner.
Crush again?
Ooh, stays in front. This is still a tough situation for Alex Myers to be in. He's still fighting for his way out of this corner to try and get some control.
No conversion of the crouching kick, but it's just buffering with those buttons. Finding things off the fierce and things like that. Just trying to run that footsie game, but now you gotta be super careful. Again, B trigger, that sucks. If you find the gap, and he thought he had it like that, but you don't, dog. But you don't.
Oh my gosh,
dog. But that's a drop.
We have seen a handful of uncharacteristic drops from Stupendous. He normally doesn't have these.
I mean, same also from Myers. Usually a confirmed god, dog. This character, he's been nice checked though on the dash. Oh, no. But the EX gets eaten alive with the back throw. Alex Myers backing off. He knows this is a win for him. And he's gonna build up bar till the job is done. And now we are 1-1 to 1-1. Losers finals. Who's gonna get up that 2? This is so important right here.
Yeah, having that momentum going into the third game is paramount for putting the pressure on your opponent, making them sweat. And right now, even though it's tied up, I still feel like Stupendous can feel pretty good about this situation. Gets a good jump in there, that down medium kick, or that jump medium kick in the air, super downward hitting hitbox.
And the fierce game right here, Myers losing quite a bit of health, and when he's lost some
oh
health,
my god,
has to get in there. Yo, the fadeaway, I love that. I love that three-pointer right there. It'll land the EX, get the knockdown. Nice anti-air too, getting the throw. Again, Myers with that momentum. This is where he wants to play. This is where he can have it his way.
Yeah, he's really found a comfortable position just outside of Geef's down jab range. He's been able to really...
She's shimming this bear. I mean, as we all know, bears are stronger.
100%. Don't even get me started, dog.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what's Pete. These gorilla people don't know. And if you're a Stupendous, you want to be a bear rather than a gorilla in the situation, but you definitely look like a gorilla, dog. Even with all that bar at the bottom, Myers is looking for those final hit confirm. That final hit confirm, I should say. He really doesn't need a sequence. He just needs to find that hit to do it. And you know that he's got them on the deck. Careful what you whip. That was going to be hit, but he's going to confirm from Stupendous.
And Stupendous is still going to have a little bit of V trigger left. Oh, in the cheap stuff. The micro walk forward. He walked forward a half step for that light SPD. That is so cheap. So cheap.
Bruh. Okay, Stupendous. This is something I wanted to talk about for a while. I talked about it on my stream before. I talked about it on commentary when I watched the EU play. But I watch people play Street Fighter V, and matchups are important, but you see how Stupendous is working in a matchup that he has had difficulty with. In a matchup that is not good for his character, and how he is playing the sucker out. He is like, listen, it ain't that bad. It ain't no sim, I can do it, right? If it ain't no sim, I can do it.
Yeah, he is really just making these reads count and taking advantage of the situations where Myers is slipping up just a little bit, and Zangief is a character that makes you pay a million times more than anyone else.
Exactly. Had the heavy one right there, light one, so we had the distance on it, but no big deal. Myers going up with the dashes. Dash up throw again. Oh, he tried to get the crush.
Yeah,
Stupendous
sure
with the
did.
defense though. Big D out here, dog. Looking for the activation play out the fears. Careful now. Don't get hit with the medium too.
Oh man,
Good
check
the
the
dash.
dash. I cannot believe he was ready for that. I definitely got SPD'd.
Dog, online? Check it dash.
You're
like
right.
that? Nah, Myers. I see you. Chip, no dip.
Chip.
Yes,
Smart.
sir. Even with the reversal on the deck, I feel like he was like, I'm going to bet it. It's going to work out. Myers trying to even things out, but Stupendous is still making the return. No receipt.
Yeah, I have to imagine that Stu is still feeling okay in this situation because he's got such a big life lead, and you know any correct guess on his side is so much damage against Chun. You know, he's got the momentum from the round or the game lead. He's still sitting okay.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty right here, but here's
Just
the
like
SBD
this,
right
is
here.
how it starts.
Run the tables, baby. EX,
Oh.
where you going? You saw him try to backdash away? Not today. Okay, wake up back though. Myers still alive.
I like that option for Myers. He definitely took advantage of Stu's hesitancy. He thought for sure the EX SPK was coming, and Myers knew that, got him with the back throw, activates into V trigger, and how's he gonna make this count?
Myers has a great lead. This is one of those things where, like, maybe not as fun as other rounds where you had all that space because you are backed up against the wall, but we are finding ourselves. Myers laying the confirms and finding
Nice.
himself 2-2 losers finals, eating things out against Stupendous here.
Okay. Now a little bit of pressure put on Stu. It seems Myers was able to find his rhythm, find the pace, and you know, interestingly enough, I think all of it started with that back throw, because Stu had so much momentum going. You know, he had landed a couple big SPDs, and obviously Chun, being a relatively low health character, you know, she can't take that, and there was so much momentum going for Stu, and for Alex Myers to just take that, to just yank that away with that back throw, that's all he needed to get his offensive game plan going, and look how he took the rest of that round.
I think if you're like looking at Street Fighter V as like a whole, you gotta look at the moments that happen, where the
Yes.
turnarounds are at, right? When you look back at matches, because those are the moments that are gonna dictate like how you better your play and also how the other person kind of was lacking, right? Like those are the moments where you're like, this is where I came back and this is where they were lacking, and this is how I can continue in that play. And this is what Myers is doing. He's finding these moments to come back and just riding that momentum. And this is taking him to even things out. Stupendous has him locked in the corner though, but Myers is fighting for his goddamn life right here. Anti-air, stays in front, the tech to stay alive, but still stuck in the corner. Stupendous, swinging, but you gotta be careful of those fierces too.
Yeah, but just the same, Stupendous has been swinging with those big stand fierces from Geef, building up all that gray life, and any jab is going to make it count. But Alex Myers finds the confirm into the EX legs, which is a big grip of damage, and he's still got a decent amount of V trigger to work with.
Yeah. Ooh, that lands a fierce, lands the EX. Great position for Myers. He's got all this help. The time is on his side, but the suck may help out Stupendous. If there is a gap, he's gonna find it like that. Be careful, Myers. Don't let it be you, dog. Don't let it be you. Don't be one of those that ends up on High Fight. Don't be one of those that ends up on Twitter. Clout edition. I like that jump back from Myers. That could have been caught. Myers in great position. 16 seconds on the clock and hits him with the heavy kick.
Yeah, Stupendous was feeling the pressure there. You know, the clock was winding down. He had to try and make something happen, and that's why Alex Myers swung with that big stand roundhouse. Thick thighs saved lives, and that was able to take him the round.
Yes, sir. Let's see if, you know, Geef got some thick thighs of his own, dog.
True.
Crush a bear, dog. He done fought some bears, and as you know, bears are stronger than gorillas. Again and again, I'm going to keep saying it. Stupendous. Got to do something now because Alex Myers is on match point. Careful now. Like, now the match is starting to be played in Alex Myers' favor. He definitely feels a lot more comfortable in dealing with a lot of the options. He's with punishing a lot of stuff, and he keeps that lead instead of going in when he doesn't need to. Right now, that hit and run game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where Chun-Li excels, and already, you know, with that hit and run, whether he's actually scoring hit or just getting it on block, it's building up a lot of gray damage, and that was how he's able to get a big chunk off with that forward throw when they were back at mid-screen. But Stupendous finds the big stand fierce for the connection into the EX SPD. What's it going to be? How are you going to guess? What's for breakfast? Oh, man.
EX, that's what's on the table, dog. And check it, I got a super that is blocked, and this is the way it makes Stupendous needed for the punish.
I like
Needs to
it.
finish it off, though, a little bit more.
I like him not going with the XSPD there. You know, he wants to save that meter going into the last round, and he was confident in his offense, and Alex Myers falls prey. Now we are tied up, 1 round apiece, going into last game, last round to decide who makes it further into the bracket, who fights Pink in grand finals.
That's right, dog. I mean, listen, my man fell prey, and ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Being this even right here is great for Alex Myers in terms of we look on the paper right here, but we saw Stupendous come back on the precipice like that. This could be anybody's match right here. This is going down the damn wire. And I know Pink is watching this. I know you're watching this over on the other side. I know you getting ready. I know you're getting ready. And whoever's going to be fighting when putting you, through the paces, dog. I can't wait to see it. Myers putting Stupendous into the corner right here.
Yeah, so far this is all Myers' game, playing very high velocity, interestingly enough. He's really switched his gears, still playing that control game, but just a lot more active and neutral, and really pressing his offense, not playing so passive and reactionary.
So the distance of, avoid the heavy punch, right? But just to stay close enough to keep the pressure on, right? Stay close enough to keep that pressure on. And Myers is playing his way. It's that ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm hitting you. Crushing, actually, to be honest. We haven't seen too many crush counters off that Spheres just yet. Neither from Stupendous either. He's trying to find an activation. He's looking for it, hunting for it.
There
Can
it
he find it?
is.
He finds it. Yes, sir.
And speaking of patient, oh my gosh, did he catch him? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be big because he has all of his V-triggers still, and that is a ton of damage. He woke up with it, smart stuff. Now hold this pressure, and he is close to death.
Alex, you have the lead. You do not have to go in right now. The trade is in favor of Alex Myers as he takes it over Stupendous in the clutches of matches and the wire of matches right here. And we're moving on to the losers side of grand finals to face off against Pink. Myers.
That was such a big risk to go for that down jab right there at the end. That could have been a crush counter. That could have been, getting frame trapped by the cyclone from Zangief. But he did it with the confidence, and that's why he's moving on. Well fought from Stu. Stu played incredible, and that is not a fun matchup as we saw. But man, Myers really just all guts, all glory. It paid off for him.
Hey, scared money don't make that money. That's just how it be. You can't make money unless you're donating to the Match Arena people. If you haven't put in the code, make sure you guys do so. Make sure you guys are also doing sponsor requests on the right-hand side. We're at 90.63. Let's get that up higher, people. If you watch us on other streams, let's get this up higher. If you're watching us elsewhere, or if you're watching it here on Weds Night Fights, let's get this up higher, all right? We're going to have something of a good match right here. Let me tell you, people, this has got some history on it. It's got some spice, and it ain't gonna be so nice. So I'm gonna move down in this list. I'm gonna let these two giants play because I can't wait to see it, baby. I can't wait to see it, people. Wednesday Night Fights Grand Finals is Pink going up from winner side against Alex Myers, loser side. Alex Myers got a bit of a gauntlet to run. You got to win twice to make it nice, all right? Because he's got to reset the bracket. Pink only got to win one. And I wonder what Pink's going to do to get it done in terms of characters. What he's going to pick. People, tweet it out. Let people know what's going on. Because this is going to be a tasty one. This is going to be a spicy one. Ooh-wee-oo. Spicy hot with the red dot. Ooh.
I have to wonder if Pink has his kettle on and it's boiling, if we're gonna see a couple tea bags, if the situation calls for it. He's definitely the type to let it fly if it's there. Pink staying with G, which I expected. He is the type, personality-wise, he likes to just run single characters sometimes for whole tournaments, and that's how he's feeling right now.
Right.
See though if maybe there's a switch if Myers gets some momentum.
Let's see what happens here. Round start. Myers off of this position until it's a level up. In level 2, having the fireball able to dictate kind of a lot more of the pace. You're eliminating one was off the table, but the heavy kick, checking him in the neutral. That's also a good thing too to play against around the fireball and some of the buffers. Just don't let a crush kind of button. Let the fire take the wheel.
And that was actually kind of a weird situation, but Punk is going to get an activation point here. Okay, decides not to go for it right off there and gets the buffer. I love it. Oh man, this is going to be death. Are we? Oh, the disrespect.
You are disgusting. Pink, talk to him. And now the finish. Bro, that's the thing is when you see your life flashing before your eyes, the car swerves your way, and you swerve all the way, and you're like, woo, and then all of a sudden there's a deer in your path. That's what happened there. The reset to make the job become a different punch. Alex Myers. He's not down out just yet.
Good punish, got what damage he could, getting good corner carry, already almost put G in the corner, and he's working on stun of his own. How is Pink gonna mitigate this stun, let it go back down and fight his way out of the corner? That's a punish.
Yeah, careful with that spacing, but careful whipping those legs. Pink now looking for the activation point, gets it, it's a heavy kick and lands the upper, flip kick finisher. You're stuck in the corner. We saw this move before. Alex Myers said, hey man, switch it up a little bit.
The down medium punch is an anti-air, and look at the damage rack up. That red showing its way through, and another one. I love it.
Again.
Get your hands off me.
It's a bust out the light.
Oh my gosh, he's dead.
Pink takes the first wave of this grand final set.
And you know, that's gotta be the hardest thing about fighting Pink, right? It's like, you can play so well, you can get all the reads, you can make all the correct decisions, but he is such a sound player that his clutch factor, you know, if this is a Madden scorecard, his clutch is at 115. He is busted. He's the only character in the game that has that. And just like that, he was on the verge of losing, and all he needed was that down jab into the low, and he got it. It's like he's got cheat codes.
This dude is, just his footsie play is so hard to deal with. And if you're Myers, you have to be looking at situations, the in-game situations. I said Myers is really good about that, but G kind of plays a different way. And now Myers going in, trying to get things done with a splash. We staying wet out here, dog. We staying wet and wild out here. G being able to switch positions off that splash is so strong.
Yes, and I was worried we were going to see another command grab. It still could be on the table, but Myers playing a little disrespectful himself, going for a little bit of a risk. Okay, there's the activation off that towards Fierce.
Anti-air?
Oh, no.
You thought you could shimmy? Back throw, but no big deal, because when you have a character like this, you can take him the other side of the screen real easy, like, right? One-way ticket. I always let you have to deal. Oh, he's down on the fireball.
God. Oh my gosh, if Pink somehow still wins this, he's close to building up super. And unfortunately, because the life, okay, this is gonna kill him. As long as, okay, Alex Myers doesn't drop it, he has the composure, has the execution. He gets around on his side, this is big. You needed to stop his momentum.
Yeah.
Or at least put a
You have to do it. Yeah. And as we talked before, like, I feel like characters that have a lot more aggression on them or able to land a lot more confirms. I mean, you're gonna get the bar anyway, right?
Yeah.
Not left or the second round, but the third one as well. So it's gonna be super important to kind of get that momentum going. This is getting the momentum right here. Using the B skill, then the counter hit, but didn't follow up. But Pink's never gonna follow up. Hit him with the okey doke, the 1-2, and gets the meaty 2. No vegan. I don't see nothing on the bar or nothing on the menu.
I can't believe he throw tech there. That could have been a command grab into death. Okay, no, there's the activation off the EX low. Oh man, this is so much damage
right now. The costume's empowering, dog. It's a brand new character. They haven't had a chance to lab out this character. He just came yesterday. No one knows what's going on with this character, or 2 days ago, I should say. Just a brand new character, but the way Pink is playing is definitely all footsie based. You don't really see a lot of tech in terms of things, but the confirms are what makes him so strong, and that's what makes the character so strong anyway. You don't really need strong tech with this character. You just need good footsie play. Has that. He's establishing what's wrong with this character, but speaking of good footsies, Alex is not down and out just yet either. Finally confirms to the corner and landing the legs.
And you hit it. The confirms for Alex Myers have been speaking volumes, really giving him the ability to push Pink to the corner, and now Pink is trying to walk his way out, get a little bit of space back, has an opportunity to go wild and neutral just like that, gets the activation, pushing him toward the corner, and racking up that damage.
Yeah, tried to delay right there, did not work out. Myers landing his confirms on the super again. Myers putting one on the board. We talked about the bar being used, and you see it at the bottom right there, being used for that critical art. I'm gonna quickly send you to the next round and hopefully critically send you elsewhere, maybe to a hospital or something like that if Alex Myers has it his way, right? Alex Myers is definitely playing like he want to hurt this dude in the game, like hard. He's like, let me make every bone in your body broken every time I kick you, because Alex Myers definitely has to play hard, right? You gotta get in the try hard mode, dog. It ain't about lacking or slacking when you're fighting Pink, and that's what you see right here in this play.
Yeah, and they're running it back, no change from Pink. I think we're gonna see G the whole time, which I respect. He is a player of that caliber that he can do it. He can win one of the hardest locals in the world with a character he doesn't main.
It's definitely possible. When you have a character that you've been practicing with a lot more, like Alex Myers, and, for Pink, it's going to be about adjusting the tempo of footsies that you have. And trying to get that to work and punishing things like this, which he's really good about. The missed legs, when he punched and putting him in a bad position.
This is huge for Pink. He's one guess away from stunning Alex Myers, and Myers doesn't wake up with the EX-SBK there. Punk respected a little too much, and Myers has a chance. He's got V-trigger, gets the jump in, but nothing.
Activate the reversal. I actually like this from Pink because he has such a lead, but here we go. EX lands. Gets the knockdown. The pressure is now in Alex Myers' hands. The V reversal has to do it anyway. He's not going to be able to play with it. Doesn't matter. Back Pierce, anti-air. Pink in prime position to take another match.
Yes, very good situation right there at the end to take it. I like the side switch. It's something that really is hard to deal with from Chun. You know, she has such a long-range dash and it's so fast. Her the 50-50 she gets off of a stand jab or a stand light kick is really ambiguous.
Especially where you land, yeah. It's unfortunate. You're stuck in a situation. It's unfortunate to get hit with that heavy into the EX low right after. That gives Oki, and also, you know, just being able to get out of the corner is so important for this character, and that's what happens a lot with G players. They'll spin the bar to get out of there. Most characters will, but you get so much off of that. They get so much off this conversion too, off the backboard, fireball, heavy kick. Power hit, no finish just yet. Pink needs one more to do.
Well, I love the punish.
Come back.
He knew the spacing was off, and that was minus enough. He was gonna be able to get a punish. I liked it. He tried to go for something cheeky, no bite.
He knows the frame data, dog. He's like, nah, dog, don't pull that on me. Careful what you do here, Myers. Careful what you do here because it's one more hit to do it. Pink in prime position just to take one jab into one buffer. And being locked down by this character in V-trigger is so hard to deal with, right?
Slowly closing the distance, and yeah, the drawback on that fireball is so good in footsies. Such a strong tool, especially against a character like Chun that, you know, traditionally controls footsies so well. And obviously G does not beat Chun in footsies, but that is a tool that you can use to mitigate the sort of space traps that Chun relies upon normally, right? And that's, it's just such an important tool, and Pink knows it.
You know, footsies are always going to be like one part of something. Like, you know, I think she does really well in the footsie game, but he eliminates a lot of things that she wants to do. Right?
Yeah.
You know, you'll get the fireballs, you get to smooth on through. She's able to kind of put the pressure on, but through dropping like this, Pink will punish. Myers has to be super careful about what he does against his character. Just putting him in bad and worse situations, he can't take their beats. Just going to lay them on. Myers with the cross, the follow-up throw as well.
Ooh, another one.
Myers with the pressure.
He wanted to shimmy. He gets the conversion, and he's so close to shimmying. Nice, dashed up right after, used the plus range from the fireball, good stuff. Closes out the first round very quick.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do, right? You don't want the character to activate, you don't want them to get their game plan going. You want to rush them down and put them in the corner and put them in the ground. Can he continue to
confirm?
Yes. But not the biggest punish though, you know. Maybe he took a little bit more from Myers, but still trying to clean it up there. You see a few hits. The crush from Pink doesn't get the EX low. That probably was maybe what that was, or just a mistake, but still in level 2, that's fine.
Yeah, level 2 is where you want to stay most of the time. That's where you get the most. But Alex Myers takes full advantage of that misinput there. You know, buffers incorrectly and punishes it correctly from Myers, and has a little bit of a life lead, not much, but a little bit.
Myers is tired. He's put in the corner, activates, has to keep it safe. Reversal, great life on the deck though, and that might actually be one good sequence, to be honest. One good sequence and a follow-up. And if you're not in there, you definitely have to take the hit because you're in V-trigger. So Myers has to be all offense, a little bit of defense, but he is getting offensively oppressed with this CA. Pink on match point.
Yeah, Myers was feeling a little overzealous. He was really trying to make something happen. You could tell there's a bit of pressure on his side, and Pink knew it, and that's why he was just buffering with that down medium into the fireball, and he was able to just easily confirm into super there for the round. And now he's sitting on tournament point.
Okay, gets a jump in right here. Yeah, off the medium, the level up, and again, we said before, level 2 so good about not using the fireball, but the buffers just like this. EX, back Pierce, B-skip.
Big damage. Easy 300 damage there off of that confirm.
One more hit to do it, to be honest. All he needs to do is put the hands on the shoulders and talk to the mans. Myers has to do something real quick. Activation definitely will help out.
Ooh, I really like that. Okay. Force him to jump up, gets a little bit of space back, he's out of the corner, but now he's got to hold this. This is such a tough situation for Chun. So
you have to be super careful here. You can't throw out fireballs, and whatever you throw out in terms of the trigger now, which is winding down, is going to have to be on point. Yo, but that looked like it was an input error, unfortunately for Punk. But he needs one more hit to finish it off. He's got a little bit of bar at the bottom. The confirm with the fireball from Myers was absolutely sick. It's not going to kill him. It's going to put him in a good position. What in the wake up?
He gets Oki. Okay, he's alive. I really like that. The way that he stayed calm, I cracked for sure. I was done.
Oh yeah.
His ability to stay calm right there, and especially get that conversion off of that fireball hit in neutral, link that into super, was super high level stuff. And he again even remained composed and went for the safest option with the meaty situation afterwards. You know, Chun does get OP off the super, and he took the safest option, and that's what won in the game.
Mike is now going with the aggression right here. Finally converts on the crouching medium kick. Knocked the man down to the ground. Couldn't get an answer. The splash at the right distance, at the right angle to land.
I like him calling off the, okay, there's another one who's, no punish. He got another frame data. I think that's only -4.
The reset right there allowed him to get the crush, and now he's in activation rate. Try to wait and bait really a little bit too long. The line broke, dog. The line broke, but he only put his hands in the pond to take this out, to take this big W out, fish it out. He's got to put his hand in the pond. He will do so.
Is he dead? He's dead.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. This is G, and Pink is again on match point. I love how close this is going because you know Myers is going to try to fight back just as hard. I love this. People make sure there's a tweet now. I don't want this to go to waste. This is all delicious play right here.
Yeah, this is going to be some of the highest level play that you will see in the country at the moment. Even though it's not CPT, you know, these guys have fought each other. There's obviously a little bit of history between the two of them, and both of them, neither one wants to lose. This isn't a casual, like, oh, whatever happens. They want to win. They're trying to send a message, and just like you said, Myers is going to be fighting, clawing his way back to try and prove that he is not a pushover.
The crush over Myers, getting the knockdown. Trying to keep on the pressure. EX activation. Reversal. Still, you're still tucked in the corner against this character. Wake up decision. Got a real
damage.
Right. What is on the jet here? The command grab from Pink. On the bar at the bottom. Pink is going to land the stun. Not just yet. But he needs to finish off to get it done. The jump in, splash the knife, the throw. One more hit to do it is over. Pink catching the jump in, and he is your president for this week's Wednesday Night Fights Street Fighter 5 tournament. He is your winner. People, my man is out. He is OUT. You know why he is out? Let me tell you why Pink is out, people. Let me tell you why Pink is out. Not only did he play spectacularly, not only did he play the footsie game spectacularly, he did fantastic through this, obviously, this bracket, as you guys have saw, all right? He also ran out because he had to go show you guys and tell you guys about the vote system that's going on. Go to his page. Go to the Capcom page. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. What you should do is go find out where to vote and vote for him. If that's your president, that's my president, vote for him. Vote for him right now. All right? Go to the vote system right there. If you want to see more play like that, you go vote for him, okay? I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to force you to vote for anybody, but I'm going to tell you one thing. You're on that list. If you like that play, you'll see more of it at Capcom Cup if you vote for it. All right? That's all I'm trying to say. All right? But still, good stuff to Alex Myers as well. You know, he played really well to play the footsie game at that same level with Pink was also fantastic. And also the other players have played well too. What do you think about the matches?
Yeah, you know, specifically for grand finals there, it was a really great back and forth. I really want to commend Myers making it all that way. He was in losers from the get-go. He started off top 8 in losers. You don't want to be in that position at all, let alone against players of this caliber. So to make it all the way back to grand finals really speaks about, you know, how focused he is. Even if this is the off season for Capcom Cup right now, how focused he is and how determined he is to make a name for himself. And as we are talking about that, though, I do want to remind everybody that this is also part of the HyperX Cross Wednesday Night Fights event that we have going on. This lasts for 2 months. Yeah. And ending at the end of this month. So right now, the leaderboards for that, because everybody who performs in top 8 gets points towards that. We have Punk in first place, and then directly behind him is ChrisCCH.
Correct.
In third place, we have Luigi, and then in last place, we have Nephew. And now, mind you, first place gets all the goodies. They get the Cloud 2 wireless headset. They get the Alloy Origins keyboard. They get the Pulsefire Haste mouse and the Quadcast S RGB mic, which are all great stuff, super, super high quality stuff from HyperX. But if you get second through fourth place, you still get the Cloud 2 wireless, which is a fantastic headset.
Yeah, I mean, those are all fantastic prizes, but you definitely want to get that first place, dog. Y'all lucky I ain't over in that coast. Y'all lucky I ain't over in that coast, because you have to see my G. My G is actually flavored red, you know. But anyway, to see more flavor of the Wednesday Night Fights variety, you guys have to come back next week. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights. I had a lot of good fun. Watch this great Street Fighter 5 action. I appreciate everybody coming through in the chat. I see all of you. And, if you find anything that you love, make sure you guys are tweeting it out. Tag us, hell, as well as the Level Up people. Hit them with the follow, the tweet, all that stuff like that. Show them some love, obviously, in the match room whenever you can. And if you are in the area, join up as we get closer to the finale of this. To be honest, we're only a couple weeks away. I think we're maybe 2 or 3 weeks away. This year kind of went fast. But anyway, do you have anything else you want to say to the people before we bounce out of here?
No, just want to reiterate, thank you so much to the players and for the viewers for turning up. We have great matches in and out each week, and without you guys watching from home, it wouldn't mean nearly as much. So thank you for hanging out with us. We'll hope you'll be back next week, and I hope you guys have a good night. I'm Mr. Mistopheles.
And I'm Sankola. Peace.